Imagine I'm streaming to a random ass channel right now, and I don't even know. Okay. We're not. Dude, the OBS thing like really discombobulated my brain.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Like, all right. I think we're good. I'll have to bring up all the posts too for all the questions and stuff that people have.
Oh, true. Were there questions on the post, Lowkey?
There were a couple. Yeah. There were some things that actually brought stuff to my attention that I didn't know about.
Really?
Like, well, I'll get to it.
Oh, indeed.
Dude, we are so back.
Never been so back.
Okay, I'll put this over here. I don't like looking at the OBS when I'm actually doing this because it's so distracting. But, okay. Dude, I'm so fucking excited. You have no idea. It's actually so...
I'm hyped.
Like, dude, oh my god. Just being around you is making my energy so much higher, naturally.
That is good news.
So I should probably explain something for people who are coming back listening to this. I probably sound a little different, so and I want to talk about that for a second because I didn't even tell you yet either. So usually I have a higher quality mic on like a professional arm, whatever, right? Well, right as we were planning this the other day, the swivel mount just snapped. So I'm having to use a blue Yeti that I found in my room.
Oh my god, that's good.
So that's what's going on with me. What's going on with you?
I'm looking at my blue Yeti on my boom arm right in front of me.
You have one.
I'm chilling a little bit.
I thought you had like a headset.
I really need to upgrade, Lowkey. Oh, that'd be cooked. I'm not that geeked out, but I should upgrade my mic at some point.
Because I remember watching you screaming at the GD Awards, and I was like, I want whatever mic you have.
Well, now you have it.
Are you sure? Hold on, dude. I'm so like, no. I'm gonna look this up. I don't believe you.
You're gonna look it up.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like so screwed up right now from being sick. Dude, I was sick as a dog last night. Dude, it was so bad.
What happened?
I don't know. Like, it just got to a point where I could barely stand up. And this was last night.
Goodness gracious.
I don't know what it was. Like, the blood flow to my hands was disappearing. And I don't know what the fuck's going on. I took a bunch of Tylenol and probiotics and stuff. I feel better now a little bit.
That is good.
Way better,
it
actually.
It sounds like you got afflicted with a curse.
Dude, I don't know what it was. I was just thinking the whole time, like, dude, this better not get in the way of the podcast. I'm going to be so pissed.
That would have sucked.
It was so weird. I don't know if it's also related, but I had a banana earlier, and it didn't taste like anything.
I thought you were going to say the banana caused it. I was like, dang.
I would hope not. But it didn't.
I would
definitely hope tasted like a mouse pad or something. It was so weird.
A mouse pad? Are you sure
like,
you ate a banana? You eat it with the peel on?
I should try that. Can you do that?
I mean, let me look it up. You probably can, but it's not good, I can bet.
Dude, we gotta have someone on here to like look shit up. like
that's
Jamie.
me.
Yeah. Can you
they're edible.
If you can eat a banana with a peel?
There are some potential risks to eating banana peels, according to the Food Network.
What is it?
Oh shoot! Hold on, let me see. I didn't even click the link. Let me see.
Is it true that rubbing banana peels on your face gets rid of acne?
I don't know. I'm not Dr. Banana on this topic.
Do you remember that? Remember the Saratoga water thing? I forgot the guy's name. Like the morning routine guy. He was doing that. Yeah.
I know who you're talking about. Oh, maybe he was tapped in. We got to start.
I think what it actually... Yeah, Ashton Hall was his name. Yeah. I think what it actually was is like... I'm pretty sure the banana just wasn't ripe. Like whatsoever.
Yeah.
It was like do it. It's like Costco green bananas, dude.
You ate it while it was green?
A little green, yeah.
Why would you do that? No wonder the banana wasn't good.
It's the best episode so far. Just nothing GD related. We're just going to talk about fruit for an hour.
Yeah.
I actually do have a lot of GD stuff to talk about.
I'm excited.
So I can show you how this works because you're in the group chat. We build up like
Oh, yeah.
bullet point walls to kind of help with the flow of things.
Oh, shoot.
And I kind of just like talking to people kind of like as a person more immediately than just going into GD stuff. That's why it's kind of more fun to talk about, bananas and not tasting like anything and whatever. But
True.
GD is a very big inevitability here.
Of course.
There is something I did want to know. I really don't know where to begin with it because there's so much stuff to talk about with just creating. I guess we can just go back to like when you started playing the game, because I think a lot of people, especially creators, just like they don't even really think about playing past the main levels and base demons. I don't know if you ever had a playing arc in your career, or if creating was just something you always gravitated towards.
It's definitely something I gravitated towards more, but I have been getting into playing more like hard levels recently, like Lowkey.
Like what?
Kind of exciting stuff. I'm making big progress on Tantrum by Dansman.
Oh, okay. I forgot that. I know what it is. I just forgot what it looks like.
Yeah, it's Lowkey an OG classic. That level's like 4 or 5 years old now, which is kind of hard to think about.
Oh my god, what was that one level he made that like is so funny? I know he made Envy. That's another one. He made Wild West. Running in the 90s. That was another one.
Bro, he has so many generational classics.
Dude, do you know what he does now?
He's a paramedic, right?
Yeah. Like that's
so
crazy,
sick, dude.
He must have like no time on his hands.
I can imagine. Although he did speak about coming back to GD after he finished his training, which apparently he did.
Oh, really? I don't know how he would have time for that. Yeah, that's why Ice Cave isn't here. He had a green banana that tasted like shoes.
Tasted like shoes.
Dude, I want to know, you know what I really want to know? Because you have like I don't think your style is discreet or like very concrete. I just think it's a very like, I just think everything you make is very good. Like you have a very wide palette. I want to know where all the inspirational stuff comes from, especially with like the bleeding colors in rivers that, stuff like that.
Ooh,
and just the general like sleek design of your levels. I want to know where it comes from and like what kind of art that you saw maybe growing up or maybe playing the game or playing other games inspired you to make that kind of stuff in GD, because so many creators get it from so many places, and I've never seen something like Rivers at all.
It's hard to say. I mean, for like someone said in the chat, JF rant for the next hour, get ready, which is kind of true. I think it's safe to say, just purely decoration-wise in GD, I think JF is probably my biggest inspiration. And the reason why is that his levels they encapsulate a lot of what I like about geometrydash levels and just designs in general. And it's the ability to make something out of, like, something more out of something less. Because a lot of his levels would use just, like, default geometrydash designs and, like, rob top blocks and default backgrounds, which, for when he was creating, was pretty out of the norm. And they still looked, like, 5-6 years ahead of their time. So, purely design-wise, I take a lot of that simplicity in stride, or I try to. But that more so ended recently. A lot of my inspirations for the visuals of my levels come from just like outside sources now. And for the last like year or so, those sources have been like slowly growing more and more unfocused. So for something like, my level Razorblade, I don't know if you've ever seen it. That was like very clearly inspired by the band, or not, I guess not band, but the French electronic duo Justice. And their whole iconography with their first album, it's very like rough. It's all like the yellows and the harsh contrasting colors. But from there, my inspirations just started to grow like more and more abstract. I love that. You mentioned specifically Rivers of Nazareth, and it's kind of interesting to me because Lowkey, I don't even know what inspired the visual style of that level. Yeah.
What about like the Arabic stuff? Does that just come from like... That was something I was wondering about too.
That I do have an answer for. So, most of the Arabic, or not most of the Arabic, but the choice to use Arabic was partially just a coincidence. Lem Kuja, the person who made the song for Rivers of Nazareth, Rat River,
Yeah.
fantastic musician. I mean, generational talent that we've borne witness to in the GD community with Unkuja. But they're from Jordan, and some of their more recent music is a lot different from what he made for like his Cheesecake Plus album. But visually, he used Arabic in a lot of the music videos, and that was like super inspiring because I was like, wow, this culture is like amazing, and I love the way Arabic looks as a language. So I was making a transition, the very first transition in the level where it says, it says open your eyes, but I wanted to have that text surrounding a circle, and obviously open your eyes in English is 3 words. So that would have looked stupid. Yeah. But I translated it into Arabic, and I was like, what if I used Arabic for this level? Because, the Lemkuja inspiration, obviously. And it ended up being just 2 words. So I tried it, and it looked crazy, because I feel like I've never seen Arabic get used in a GD level like that. So I ran with it. And that little coincidence of working better as a transition ended up spawning a pretty big visual identity for the level.
I wonder if you'll do that in the future with other languages, too.
I mean, there is a second language in Rivers of Nazareth. It's ancient Turkic,
really?
Let me see what it's called. I think it's called ancient Turkic script, but it's this language that's used in the religion primarily focused or primarily featured in Rivers of Nazareth, which is Tengrism. Whole big long thing, but one of the backgrounds has 4 characters from that language, which nobody would ever recognize, but it's a fun fact I like to say because it is kind of funny.
I always thought that the Arabic just came from the song and just came from obviously it came from an idea that you had that worked, but I always thought that it came from like something you had the idea for from listening to the song, because maybe that's just how, if it existed in a level I made, that's probably how I would have done it, True,
yeah. That's a very cool, it's a fair assumption to make. Most of my ideas, I'd say, come from stuff like that.
I wonder if there's any ideas that you've just been unable to execute that just would have been
absolutely
incredible. That must be such a wrenching feeling.
Well, it is, but I mean, we speak about Rivers of Nazareth. That's a level idea I had in 2019, and I tried to make it, and I was like, my skill is not here yet, so I'm going to wait until I'm good enough to make it, and that's what I did, and that's when Rivers of Nazareth happened.
I'm going to take notes of that. Dude, I can't create anymore.
I mean, hey, everyone can create. I'm a firm believer that everybody can create.
I tried my hand at it a couple times, like taking it a little more seriously and really trying. I did, yeah.
Hey, that's all that matters, right?
I'm proud of what I made, yeah. I have 2 rated levels.
Dang, you're over here saying you can't create. Dog is an experienced creator. What the heck?
I kind of, for some reason, I've been really wanting to, because when I see people like JF, kind of like how you mentioned, who are just so versatile and have such insane execution and just seem like they know exactly how the editor functions, it really makes me want to become a versatile creator that's not bounded to like a specific style.
For real.
And I kind of felt that way about my rainbow stuff.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's such a break out of.
What'd you say?
It feels so hard to break out of.
Yeah, that's for sure. I don't know. You mentioned earlier on the stream that my style isn't really like set in stone. Yeah. But it definitely didn't used to always be that way. I definitely had I don't know. You know what I'm talking about. The opposite of what you mentioned, essentially.
Yeah.
Like, my style was very recognizable. It had tropes. It had aspects that I did a lot. And I don't even think there's anything wrong with that. But for some reason, it messed with me. It was like, well, suddenly I don't feel like I'm good enough if I can't be versatile. And that's when I just tried to mix it up and do a bunch of different stuff. And I don't know if it really worked. I feel like I still definitely have a style, but I don't know. I still try to mix it up. Even if it's not for the sake of just trying something different, it's nice to be able to say oh, well, I did something different. So
I can see the tropes for sure. Like in some specific deco pieces and stuff like that, for sure. I haven't,
for sure. Honestly, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, no. there's memorability with style for sure. Like it goes both
For
ways.
sure.
Like you can make something so abstract and new and never before seen and have it be just as memorable as like someone's style. Like I
Yeah.
can't think of a lot of people right now just because I'm like I'm still getting over sickness. But there's a lot of creators just with a super solid style.
Yeah, I think that's something to respect a lot is the ability to have like a style. I mean, having a style is one thing too, but you know, what makes creators like JF stand out or be special is their ability to take their stylistic approach to executing an idea and having it still feel unique and original and not just like, you know, this same old level retextured with a new idea, you know?
Yeah,
That's something I
exactly.
struggle with trying to find out how to do in my levels a lot.
Yeah, kind of going against conventional means too.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially how you're used to doing it. Like
Oh
how did
man,
JF do that? Like
I wish
seriously,
I
dude.
knew.
Like oh my god. It's like so
JF was
many
on
of
some
his
otherworldly
levels,
stuff.
like it's just so hard to do that kind of stuff too. Especially with like
Yeah.
ADHD, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know like if you struggle with like flow state problems in the editor or not. Or just making any kind
I
of
do
art.
sometimes. I mean, yeah, it's definitely all of it's like once you get to a certain point with, I think any art in general, it's always just mindset. It's, you know, putting yourself in the right mindset to make something good is more difficult than actually just making something good. But
Yeah.
I've definitely had some crazy flow state experiences. Like I don't know if you've seen my level Care Space, but there's this one part in it that's like a giant circle, and it's like
How do you
everyone's
spell
favorite part of the level. CARASPACE.
it? Okay. Dude, my ears are so fucked.
Oh my god, I can't believe you're here right
My
now.
everything
It
is
sounds like it was
fucked.
cooked for you today.
Dude, earlier today I was so... Alright, let's take a look. I require context. Okay.
True, very true. You can skip to like 35 seconds in, I think, if you don't want to watch the whole thing.
I have time.
It's the part right after this one. And for more context, this was a remake of my very first fully decorated level on this account.
Yeah.
And I wanted this crazy part that you're seeing right now, and I was like, oh, I'm never
Jesus.
gonna be able to make something like this. And
I've
I
seen
struggled with
something
it on
similar to
stream a
this.
lot. Yeah, I mean,
Oh
yeah, that
man,
makes
that's
sense.
good.
But I made that entire part in a single night.
Dude, what kind of music do you gotta listen to like lock in that hard? Just
It's
like
so
just
funny you
album
mention it.
on, just laser
No.
focus.
I
nothing
wish it
else
was that
matters.
cool. There actually was a song I was listening to when I was making this part, and it was just a single song on loop. And oh, let me look it up. It was so funny.
Music really helps build. Like
Oh,
I
absolutely.
could not imagine like building without music like at all. Like that's
Yeah,
gotta be
I like to build to YouTube videos as well.
yeah, or podcasts, stuff like that, you know.
Heck yeah. But official lore, I listen to not any like grind songs, not any like intense music. I listen to Ariana Grande, "The Boy Is Mine" on loop for like 4 hours while I was building the stupid Care Space part.
Dude,
And I
got
think about that
era.
sometimes because like, why was that what I listened to? Like, why that didn't even like affect me? Why was that what I had in the background? But
Dude,
it was.
I think we found the method.
I think you're right. Holy shucks.
Dude, you're about to like dig deep into her discography now.
Definitely not. I do not enjoy her music that much. But she does have some bangers, I can say.
What does that song even sound like, dude? I don't listen to any like actually
Modern pop.
you know what I did listen to recently that
What?
I absolutely love and everyone's going to agree. You know, have you heard the new Quadeca album?
I haven't, but I've had so many people tell me to listen to
Holy
it.
fuck.
I gotta
my
tap
God.
in. I've heard literally nothing but good
Jesus.
things about it.
Yeah, it's just oh my god. Like
Yeah.
holy.
I recently listened to Imaginal Disc by Magdalena Bay. Have you ever heard that?
Send it to me. I'll listen to it after this.
Geekin', it's so good. That was another album that got recommended to me.
Mhm.
It is actually incredible. It's like synth pop, but it's like kind of psychedelic vibes. Oh my gosh, it is a masterpiece. Literally every song is a
Dude,
10.
I should send you something as well. I'll send one
Ooh,
back.
please do.
It's have you heard of Windows 96 before?
I think so, yeah.
He made like a mid-tempo album under the name White Gabrielle, and he called it Vista of Chaos, and it's literally one of the craziest things I've ever listened to.
Really?
Like, this is just like an on your own time kind of thing. Okay, Finn. This is on your own time kind of thing. All right, I'll keep
That's
that in a
hype.
tab for after this.
Heck yes. Hope you enjoy.
I've heard of
I'll keep this in a
Magdalena
tab
Bay
as well.
before.
Yeah, they make really cool music. I need to listen to more of their stuff outside of that album.
If I were to recommend you one song from Vista of Chaos, it would be Unit 1644. That one is just like, oh my god.
44.
Like, do you know Josiah Turner?
Yeah, I do.
I remember before I like talked to him, really, I sent him that song and I said, because you know how he's like a pretty unreal gameplay creator. He's so good at matching intensity with music. I sent him that song and I'm like, I have a challenge for you. No, I don't think anyone can match that song's intensity. It's like straight up. It's stuff like that, but yeah.
Crazy.
I listened to a Little Darky album last night.
Really, was it
I'm
good?
gonna get a lot of shit for that, but I like his stuff.
I don't know if I've listened to any of them.
It was the album Yang. I thought it was pretty good.
Stuff.
I mean, people are gonna get shit for that, but like,
I don't know. Maybe this chat's tapped in.
Maybe they are. I doubt it, but maybe they are. I just don't know what happened with him. He just got good. He just got really good out of nowhere.
Yeah, that kind of goes hard though.
Dude, it's kind of like GD creators. Like they kind of just get good out of
Ooh,
nowhere.
truly.
Ooh. Dude, we're making allegories never before seen before.
That's true. It was smooth.
I've heard of I'm trying to think of where I heard Magdalena Bay from.
Yeah.
I think a friend.
I think they have like one super popular song.
I just got so tapped into like Quadeca and shit recently. I'm like,
yeah.
It's kind of like
that's gonna be me in like a matter of days.
I mean, but if you don't listen to an album that you like so much and it doesn't become a part of your personality, did you really love it that much?
True. That's too true. You're speaking facts.
It's like with watching movies. You ever watch a movie and you come out of it, like, and a piece of the movie is like a part of you for a little bit?
No, literally, actually. I haven't watched movies in like forever, but when I was younger, when I'd watch like movies I really did enjoy, I'd be like, dang, I'm low-key gonna carry this with me for like a couple months. And I did.
There was one when I was like 15. It was Kingsman: The Secret Service. I don't know if people remember that one, but it's like it's a film about like people in suits, like private governmental stuff.
Ooh.
And I remember going to Goodwill and buying a suit after that movie. After I watched it, I would just walk around in the woods with like airsoft guns with a suit. I'm not even kidding.
That's so funny.
That is the autism.
That goes so hard though.
That's what we're on.
I bought a suit and I walked around the forest.
Dude, I used to.
Oh man.
Yeah, I used to cut down trees back there with a hatchet too.
Dang, that sounds lit though.
Dude, it is. It actually was kind of dope. My parents got mad at me. I hope they don't hear me. Whatever. It was so long ago. They'd get mad at me for cutting down trees like too close to the house.
Yeah, as one would, I guess.
Oh yeah, dude. Dude, we were building a bridge.
Dang.
Like, we were building a bridge like a mile back behind my house, like over a creek.
Oh my gosh.
Like just out of like wood we cut down with hatchets. We were on that primitive technology shit for so long.
That is low-key primitive vibes. I like it.
Dude, you have like sometimes you just have to detox to like the digital world.
Yeah, that is. Oh my gosh, that's so real. It's way too real,
bro.
I'm currently intoxicated by the digital world. I've been needing a detox.
Are you?
Yeah, like 45 minutes ago, I just went onto my back porch and I just sat there and I looked at the sky for a little bit and it was kind of lit.
Yeah. Dude, I've been doing that recently, like sitting on my driveway, like late at night before I go to the gym. This actually is going to tie into the thing that I told you about last night that I'll get to, that I haven't told you yet. Like sometimes, because pre-workout takes a little bit to kick in, so I would sit in my driveway. And sometimes it was a full moon, you know, stuff like that. You know, there's the street lights.
Of course.
And it's just really relaxing. And you can see, you know, if you've ever stargazed, you can see the stars moving because the earth is moving like around it.
Yeah.
And that's
the best part.
That's such a feeling that made me feel so insignificant a little bit. Not in like a bad way. I just remember looking.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Just looking at stuff like that and just thinking like, damn, we're on this bitch. And we're tiny, and there are worlds that I don't even know about.
I know.
And then I go work
it's like,
out.
Of course, which is low-key goated. That's a good mindset to work out in.
Dude, I saw a tweet one time that was like, I kind of want to try it because it might actually work. So there was like there was a tweet that was like, there's really nothing like a bit of jazz before the workout, like to relax you. And like,
yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
That's probably true. Dude, jazz is sick.
Maybe.
That's probably.
I mess with jazz. I need to tap into more jazz.
Dude, could you imagine if you like started a stream, just listening to jazz, just not talking? The whole chat is like, "Hello," and you're just building.
Most chill audiovisual streams.
Just people talking.
That's
like,
me in 30 years.
Stop! Let me build. I don't care.
I reach perfect mental clarity, and the only thing I stream to and build with is jazz.
Dude, I hallucinated last night that your profile picture blinked.
That's horrifying.
Like you see, like the icon. I'm guessing it's sunglasses on it, right? I remember, I remember literally hallucinating that it blinked, and then it made me think like, what would your icon look like if you took the glasses off?
Well, it would just look like my normal icon.
Well, yeah, but like. And then I was envisioning like the eyes as big as the sunglasses.
Oh, that's horrifying.
And like, oh god. But,
I would not want to see all that.
Dude, I want to get into the what I was going to tell you about, because this was just weird. This is probably very like white people stuff, but like I'm fine. I wasn't scared. I was just really confused and trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. So I'm going to send you a picture of it because I'm not going to put it on screen because it doxes me. But it's just gonna be a screenshot of this street, so you can get a visual idea of what was going on.
All right.
But I was driving to the gym, and I'll give an explanation to people as well listening so they can visually build this up in their head. So it was like 2:30 in the morning, and my gym is, you take a right out of my neighborhood, long road. And then you take a left and you're kind of at the complex, like the shopping center that the gym's at, right? And it's not that large.
Yeah.
It's like a road that's like a small hill after you turn in. And then there's a parking lot. And then there's just things there. And as I was turning in, this is just so weird. I don't know how to explain this. As I was turning in, and when you turn in, you go down a hill, like for a little bit. And then it becomes flat at the bottom. You know?
Yeah.
And as I was turning into it, there was a Jeep Cherokee with its lights off in the middle of the lane at the bottom where it becomes flat, and it was facing me.
What the frick?
And it's like 3 in the morning. And then to the right of that Jeep, on a different part of the road closer to the parking lot, there was a white truck that was facing my left, also not running with its lights off.
So weird.
I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I remember my immediate thought was, well, I'm not going to drive past them because it's going to make me drive behind the buildings. And I don't even want to find out what's back there at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And so what I did was, on the hill, because I drove down it slightly, on the hill I just put it in reverse and I just went home. And I was just thinking like, what the fuck was that? Like, what was that?
That's crazy work. Straight home is insane.
My friend actually took a screenshot that like encapsulates it pretty well. It was literally,
I'm waiting
like
to see the screenshot.
I'll just put it in the group chat. It was literally this. Like, you see how it's a hill? I'm not even kidding. It was like that. And it was 3 in the morning, and both the cars were off. And I didn't see anything.
Yeah, that is low-key weird.
Isn't that like I just want to try to make sense of it all.
Who knows? People be getting up to strange things late into the AMs.
I'm assuming it was just like high schoolers just being like just fucking around at like 2 a.m.
Yeah,
because I've done that before.
The usual suspect. Yeah,
dude, we would. My friend and I would This is gonna sound really bad. We would we would take his Toyota Camry to the bus lane at an elementary school, and we would pretend that it was a track.
Oh my God.
At like 3 a.m. in like July.
That's so funny.
And nothing ever happened. Because like Toyota Camrys aren't really fast. Like the old ones aren't really fast.
Yeah.
And, it was just like a circle, right? Like the bus circle. And we would just keep driving over it. And each time we would keep pushing it harder and harder. I don't know how we never got in trouble for that, but.
Well, nice. That is
Dude,
peak teenage experience.
Shit like that.
I don't know. I feel like
bored, just go out.
Oh, a little bit. I feel like I missed the peak age time frame of just messing around doing dumb stuff because I'm already 19 and I got my license at 18, so I missed out on all that.
I got my license in like 2021 when I was 19. Don't feel bad about it. Not saying you feel bad about it, but like if you are, don't. It's fine. It's not a big deal.
No, that's valid. That's valid. It truly is not.
Like people will say that, it's like, dude, no. Like it. And if you want to know my personal experience about that, actually, I was trying to get my like learners at 15, and I just literally couldn't. For some reason, back then, I just had an inability to think about the questions on the written test in a practical manner, and so I kept failing.
Yeah. Dang, that's cooked. Literally.
I failed it like 3 times in a row, and then I just gave up until I was 19.
Dang. I mean, it'd be like that.
Yeah. Like, I'm sure you didn't struggle with it. It's really not hard whatsoever. Like, driving is easy. Like, the hardest part is other people, you know? Anyone who has driven for, like, at least 2 months will tell you that. The scariest part is other people. But, yeah.
The scariest part for me when I was learning was not being able to see, because it turns out I needed glasses, and I didn't realize until I was driving, and I'd be driving, like, practicing, and I'm like, oh, I cannot see the road in front of me. And then, so those days were scary, but then I got glasses and it was easy.
Dude, are you nearsighted?
What's the one where you can see near you, but you can't see
it's
far away? That's nearsighted? Okay, then yes.
Yeah, I am too. I use glasses to drive.
Yeah, same here. I don't use it for anything else, though.
Yeah, no, I'm not wearing anything right now. Sometimes I wear blue light glasses, though, because I feel like it helps me focus, you know?
I should look invest in those. For real.
They're nice. They help me fall asleep easier, too.
That's so true. I'm Googling this. I'm going to order them right now.
Dude, I've had so many of them. I bought some on Amazon in 2019. Don't know what the fuck happened to them. I bought a new pair. Don't know what the fuck happened to them. And finally, I have 2 pairs that I like always know where they are.
Yeah, that's a good thing to have on you, though.
I do know that phones have blue light filters now.
They do. I've always had the blue light filter on my phone. I set it to like turn on at like 10 p.m. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, it helps when you're like browsing Twitter and like just molding away.
Yeah.
Which
For real.
Oh my god. Dude,
I'd be molding on Twitter some days.
I'm in the grips of that Twitter mold now. It's bad, dude.
Same though, literally same. You mentioned that. Like, I'll be like on my days off, I'll be chilling. I'll just be like, you know, hanging out. I'm like, you know, I'm gonna be so productive today. I'm gonna get so much stuff done. And then I'll become conscious, and I'm literally just scrolling on Twitter, doing literally nothing. Yep. Like, I'm not doing anything productive. I'm not working. I'm not even thinking. I'm just glued to my screen on Twitter. I'm like, this is horrible for me. What am I doing here?
You know what the worst is? When it's like, I'm bored, closes Twitter, opens Discord, I'm bored, closes Discord, opens Twitter, and it's just a cycle for like an hour.
I've unfortunately been there the last month or so.
Dude, I am there. Dude, I am it right now.
It's cooked. It's
bad,
cooked.
Dude.
There's no escape.
Dude, like I have multiple monitors, which also doesn't help, but like it is an objective like positive. And like I see unread messages and I want to check them so bad. But I can hold off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, YouTube's another one. That's one that I've really been thinking about. Like how much time I actually spend just watching YouTube stuff that I don't really remember or take anything away from. It's like watching YouTube while you eat.
Oh yeah, true. That's kind of fun though.
Yeah, no, it is kind of fun. I watch a lot of like.
But yeah, I used to. Yeah, I mess with that. I used to watch a ton of YouTube back in like 2019 to 2022 ish, but Lowkey, I just stopped. I don't even know why.
Did COVID also like fuck up your brain permanently or no?
I don't know. 2020 for me was low-key chill. I heavy messed with 2020 as a year because it was like me and my friends on my street just got to hang out like every day. It was like the other worries and stresses of my life kind of just went away and I was just chilling.
Did it reach a point where COVID for you, it was like, okay, this can we go back now? Because that's what started happening. I mean, like everyone can relate to that, but that's where it started feeling like it was doing damage to my brain. Like, because like I'm not going outside, just on my computer 8 hours a day. Like that shit. Yeah. Oh my god. That's probably why
I wasn't that online during ADHD. COVID. Honestly, yeah.
It's fucking bad.
I was 14 during COVID, I think. So I wasn't like so old that I had like responsibilities that I was actively avoiding.
You know what's fucked up? I was 18.
Dang.
That's the generational gap right here. Dude, I'm old. I'm so old. It's actually crazy. Like,
no, but if you really think about it, you're not though. Because when we're young, our perspective is so fundamentally flawed. And obviously speaking with other young people helps reinforce that. Yeah. But like when you're 35, 25 is young. When you're 50, 35 is like young.
This is a
and it's like so crazy to me. Really? That makes sense. But I've been speaking with probably not, unfortunately.
It's a good video, man.
If it's Vsauce, it probably is.
Oh yeah.
But it's just something I thought about. Like I'd never really thought about until super recently. I was at work and I was working with someone who's like 35. I'm like, dude, it's not even old though. And it's like, no, all these young people though, they just don't get it. They hear 35 and they're like, that's ancient history. But when you're 35, it's like that's just what I am now. I was like, dang, yeah, that's gonna be me soon.
That picture of the T-Rex with the caption like, yeah, I was born in 2000.
That's so good.
Dude, I was born in 2002. Like, it's all fading away now. Like, my magnum opus is gone. I'm kidding.
That's cooked.
But sometimes it does feel like that. Because there's tweets. Have you ever seen those tweets that are like, no one's more stressed than like 25-year-olds thinking they're running out of time?
Yeah.
That's how it feels sometimes.
I feel that. That's how I felt when I was like 15 and 16. I was like, dang, all my childhood years are slipping out of my fingers. And I was stressed about it all the time. And I was like, wait a second. Yeah. That stuff literally does not matter. And you can just make your own time. And that's what I did.
That's such an interesting thing to talk about too. Like the fading away of your innocence too.
Yeah.
That, oh my God. I didn't even think I didn't even think we'd go there, to be honest.
The Dasher podcast is getting deep.
That's making me think about that, dude. I remember I had a night in like 2016 where I had this like portrait. This is going to get personal now. Where I had this like portrait of me when I was really young in my room. And I just remember looking at it and I got really, really sad. And I was just like, fuck, I want to be a kid again. Fuck.
Yeah, I felt that, and I felt it so strongly in like my middle teenage years. And it's something that I really like personally struggled with for many, many years. It was just like trying to recapture what I missed so much about being like a younger kid. And I don't know, it was a weird, convoluted journey of self-discovery to understand that like, you know, life sucks a lot of the time and it's not like you can always live in the moment, but like, you know, life is kind of what you make it. You can enjoy stuff if you just think about it differently.
On the contrary of wanting to be a kid, kids don't know shit, but we do.
No, they don't.
You know?
That's true.
It is.
Oh my gosh,
nice
these kids
being
got nothing on us.
Yeah.
It is pretty nice.
Also,
I do enjoy it.
Being innocent is like or being ignorant and innocent is kind of bliss too.
It is
So
that they do say that.
It's just a very interesting like observation.
We're bound by the curse of knowledge.
Yeah, dude. Are you Thanos?
We can't live with it, and we can't live without it.
I mean, I honestly think that's why people smoke weed too. I mean,
yeah, you're probably right.
From
Actually,
my experience, like
that checks out.
Yeah. You know how like I'm sure you've maybe heard about how weed can make some people just really really dumb, and it just kind of like just makes you not think about shit. Yeah. There is one observation.
I see the appeal.
Yeah, you don't get addicted to that though.
I'll try my best.
I mean, it's not chemically addictive, I don't think, but
yeah,
fine. I mean, honestly, if you've never done it before, just keep it that way, you know. But
yeah, that's true for a lot of things, Lowkey.
Yeah. Actually, though, there is one thing. We're not even there. My favorite substance of all time is caffeine.
Ooh, it's tough. It's tough.
Hard to beat that one.
Yeah.
Hard to beat that shit.
Yeah, we ranking substances on the Dasher.
Dude. Oh my god, dude. I actually had a funny I had a funny conversation with someone about this. I'm not gonna say who it was, but because sometimes we have like people that come on here that can be viewed as controversial. And like sometimes we talk about things like drugs and stuff like that. And
scary.
It made me wonder at one point because I have a lot of work to do. I only recently got my GD account really cleaned up, got unbanned from the leaderboard, wiped my account, doing that stuff. I want to eventually try to become a moderator.
That'd be hype.
I don't know how long that will take. I think I could do it. Especially like something that really motivates me is just convincing myself that my future self already has it. But that's
true. That's a valid strategy.
I was talking to somebody about the podcast in correlation to like, because there some people that are going to come on here in the future are pretty fucking controversial, right? And I was talking to someone about this very thing, and I was like, so this is an interesting question. Is having controversial people on here, would that invalidate any chances I have at becoming a mod? And basically the conversation boiled down to like, no, you're good. Like, yeah, you're fine.
Well, that's good.
Which is good.
I'd imagine so.
It's just like a weird avenue because like I don't control what other people say, but I control like if I put it out there. And really I just think stuff like that is just fascinating to listen to. Whether you agree with
like, I think observers could
people
understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I want to have just people from every avenue of the community on here. Like whether you agree or not, like it's, you know, it would exist for people who want to just listen to that. Because some people are just so radical that it's entertaining, right?
There's definitely some truth to that.
Yeah. I mean, whether people agree or not is up to them, but
yeah.
Yep. Hopefully we get moderator in the future. We'll see about that.
Heck yeah.
I started
Hopes
doing
are high. Fingers are crossed.
I started doing a lot of reviews and stuff.
Yeah, that's sick.
Doing streams too, stuff like that. How's your moderator thing going?
Yes.
Because like I remember when you got mod, everyone was like, "What? Did he even ask for?" Because we were joking in some places. We were like, "Dude, just got it." Like,
yeah. Well, for a long time, I didn't want mod because I was like, "Oh, that's lame. You know, too much responsibility." And also, kind of sucks if people like only know you because you're a mod. It's like, well, you know, that's like, what am I doing here if I don't even want to like be a mod 100% of the time? Like, I have other aspirations in the community. But then I thought about it more, and I was like, you know, it ain't that serious. Like, I can kind of just do my own thing, and I play a bunch of underground weird levels already, anyways. So I'm building up that elite taste in GD levels, and that's kind of all you need. It's like if you be sending levels, if you be a positive force in the community, boom, that's it, and that's it. But
someone told me that exactly.
It's true though.
Yep.
I think it was player one who was modded at the same time I was, I believe. they texted me like a couple weeks back, and they're like, "Yo, how'd your first month as mod go?" And I was like, "Holy frick, I've been mod for a month."
Has it actually been that long? Oh my god, dude.
It's been a little over a month now, but it's like I don't know. When I was like a kid and I was like dreaming of becoming a mod someday, I was imagining like, "Oh, my life's gonna be so different. It's gonna be crazy being a mod." But it literally has not changed at all.
Yeah, no.
Although
you're the same guy.
I will say, exactly. However, I do get substantially more annoying in-game messages in geometrydash. I used to get kind of funny messages and like random stuff. It's literally all love requests. It's like 10 messages a day. And it's like, that's not the end of the world. It's absolutely worth it, but it is kind of funny. Everything else has stayed the exact same though.
Dude, hearing you talk about it and how passionate you are about it is making me just want to grind so much. Like,
heck yes.
Cause like I feel like the thing that's been happening for me, not to like divert from you here, but the thing that I think about a lot of the time when I think about wanting to be a moderator and thinking I would be a good fit is like I kind of think about everything I do, you know, like as a person. And I think about like how I would fit in an environment like that. And then I think about like,
sure.
I think about myself in a third person perspective. Like, would this person be good for this? But like, I don't have any other viewpoint other than my own.
True.
And it's like, it's such a fascinating thing to think about, I think, for me. Because I'd like to think I'm a positive force. Like, I stay out of drama. I don't engage in stupid shit. Like, yeah. I don't know. You know?
That's basically all that matters.
Yeah, yeah. It's really easy to, in my opinion, it's really easy to stay out of that stuff.
Absolutely. It is so easy to just not be involved.
Yeah.
It's like, how are all these people getting involved in drama? You literally just don't say anything and you'll be fine.
There was one guy that got unmodded for saying too much.
Oh.
I think you know what I'm talking about.
I probably do.
I could just DM it to you. It's just like a funny reference that people, if they know, they know.
If you know, you know. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yeah. I'm trying to, because I was, what day did you get mod? Was it in June?
I think it was in June. It was, all I remember it for is that it was the same day Viperin uploaded the video of my level Big Feet early, but I have no idea what day that was. I just know that it was like a couple minutes later. I'm trying to
remember if you got mod while there was a mod at my house in real life.
A mod at your house? That's crazy work.
Because, hold on. I'm trying to figure, I'm literally looking through Viperin server to try to find it. Like in the Judy notifs thing.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's actually really funny that you bring that. Because some mods are like, oh, I know exactly. It was then, this day, and you're just like, I don't know.
Bruh, no, let me literally tell you. The reason that is because
no, the nonchalant is funny.
When I got modded. Well, I mean,
okay,
well, of course.
Okay.
There is truly a reason, because it was like,
oh, yeah,
shoot,
they were
I got mod.
Hi, Chews on my house.
Oh, no way. That goes hard.
Shout out to Foz.
Heck yes. Oh, yeah, that's what I was saying. When I got mod, I was at work, and I was like 13 hours into a shift.
Oh my god.
And I just happened to check Discord, and I was like, what the frick? And it was blowing up, and I had to just go back to work. Like, I couldn't even go home. I couldn't even react.
That must be the world's like biggest FOMO, just like knowing that like the mod chat invite's probably there, and like you have a fucking million messages, and it's like,
it's like, well, I'm stuck at work still.
That must be such an exciting feeling. You probably like just literally couldn't contain yourself. I love
my heart was racing
so much.
Heck yeah. Also, like, I love being excited or that excited about stuff.
Dude, I know, right? I can only imagine how that feels too, to like get promoted like that, especially when you like really think that you'd be a good and integral part of the group.
Heck yeah.
That must be so much fun, dude.
Hey, keep working towards it, and I don't see a reason you couldn't get mod. And not that I speak on behalf of the entire mod team, but just person to person. Well, I guess, yeah.
I mean, I don't see that happening.
Hopefully not.
I actually thought about it because I had to write like a mod application, and I was thinking about it. And a lot of it just kind of boils down to like, I just kind of love sending levels. I love the idea of it. I also kind of love the prospect of being the reason that somebody gets a rated level or being the reason something gets out there, and just having that positive shift like we were talking about. There's something about that that's just so appealing to me.
It is really awesome because I remember when I was first starting out as a creator, and like the mods who would like actually send my levels, like that made an impact on me. I was like, holy frick, this GD mod thinks my level is good enough to get rated, and I was like, dang, like that's low-key kind of a huge honor if I can give that feeling to other people. And I hope that I can at some point with, during my time as a mod.
Have you done like
I hope so. That's the goal.
Yet? Or no?
I did like one.
I know that
I still be finding levels.
I know that the GDS has like a moderator request channel that like pings people.
It does. I got to send a message there. It's exciting.
Oh yeah. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
That's a straw. I'm drinking like super cold water. I feel better now than I did an hour ago, which is good.
Nice. Heck yeah. That is good news.
I'm thinking about my future achievements and feeling better. Yeah.
Heck yes. Future so bright, can't help but shine.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Another thing too. When WizKid got mod, that was huge.
Heck yeah, that is pretty awesome.
I'm so for like player mods. I feel like there's always I feel like that balance is pretty important to have.
That is very true. I feel like it is pretty heavily weighted towards creator mods, but I guess that it does kind of make sense because there are more non-extreme and like hard levels than there are hard levels. So
yeah, I can understand why creators don't gravitate towards like super hard shit either.
Yeah,
because it's like that's just like not how the creator mind operates. Like player mind, because like from my community, from my what's the word? It's escaping me. From my contributions to the community throughout all these years, I've been on the player side and the creating side, and even the content creation side, a little bit. And
true,
I've loved every aspect of it. Like in every, all of them think differently. Like players have such a different way of thinking than creators. Creators. I feel like creators just kind of love the idea of creating, and they love art.
Yeah,
and I think the things that correlate between all three is like the achievement aspect of getting stuff done, like finishing a level, beating a level, finishing a video.
Yeah, I think so. There's definitely some truth to that.
That's just how I feel. I mean, dude, I maybe I should finish a new level. I don't know.
Heck yeah.
I did for me, something, but
really, that's hype.
Yeah, I'll show you later. But
heck yeah. For me, because it's interesting you mentioned having been on like all three sides of the community, where it's like players and creating and content creation. I obviously haven't been so much on the player side. I mean, I beat a couple extreme demons, but for me, like as a creator, and I guess technically that creation can extend to like the videos that I make for YouTube. I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint exactly what drives me to enjoy the process of it so much. I do think a lot of it is, like you mentioned, the satisfaction of like achieving something, whether it's, finishing a level or, I mean, for a lot of people, that motivation is like creator points, and getting higher rates is an awesome feeling. But for me, at some point, and it wasn't even until, it was like before I ever got creator points, at some point that shifted for me. And what I enjoyed was just like bringing ideas to life, even if those ideas weren't like that good. Heck yeah. I think there's just an inherent joy in creating. And I think some of that aligns for me personally with what enjoyment I get out of like YouTube videos. Although I do think it is a different kind of enjoyment process for that.
Yeah, it's a different like work thing too. Dude,
for sure.
As you were saying that, you know what I was thinking about? There's probably no greater feeling than finishing like an effect and just being like, ooh.
Oh my gosh. That is what I live for. That is literally what I live for as a creator. It is so good.
I don't even I remember seeing the rivers, like the way the globe bleeds onto the structures. I was like, holy fuck. That is crazy.
I definitely felt that way about it when I was making it too, which was very exciting.
Oh yeah. Is that you in the chat?
Building that level was... yeah, it is. I was building Rivers of Nazareth.
Okay. What?
Do you know, like, kind of the lore around how I built Rivers of Nazareth?
I think I know it a little, but I've heard some stuff from it.
Oh, it was a mistake. I'll put it that way. I streamed like every day for a month and a half straight to build that level.
Yeah.
It was horrible. It was so awful. I had never been so mentally and physically exhausted, because that's all while I was, balancing my full-time job that I still have. And I was still streaming like multiple hours every day. And then I verified it somehow, and I can't believe the level turned out even like halfway decent. With the kind of mindset and the grind that I was putting into it, it was rough.
Did it just become like all right, let's just get this over with?
On certain days, for sure. I think a lot of it, I just had to adjust my mindset. And I've disassociated myself completely from that era. Like, I don't even remember what the frick I was doing some of those days. Yeah, but I do remember, like, it was like that. It was rough. But I just remember, not specifically what the mindset was, but I know a mindset shift helped me a lot. And it was just it was like learning how to create again. Because it's like, well, I'm not in a position to just give up. I'm not in a position to take a break. So I kind of have to, like, reformat how I think about creating. And it was almost like turning it into a job that I still enjoyed. But it was a crazy time.
That just gave me an interesting idea.
Really?
It also just reminded me of something. Like, something, this is kind of funny.
Do tell.
You know how some content creators bring on creators to, like, help them create? I think so, imagine, yeah. When you were talking about that, I was imagining, like, that existing with you, and then it made me remember that sometimes when I talk to VoxyCat and they watch me create, they're just, like, yelling at me half the time, because I'm like, I don't know what any 2.2 thing does. Like,
that's so funny.
And I remember I only recently figured out how to use spawn loops.
Yeah. Oh, spawn loops are so good.
And I was making an RGB color cycle with color triggers and just continuing it for the whole thing. And Voxy was like, Voxy was just like, dude, come on, dude, just make loops. What are you doing?
That's so funny. I can so imagine Voxy saying that too.
And I don't remember what I was probably just like, be nice now. I don't know what I said.
Oh man, I remember I had a rainbow level arc when I very like the first couple levels I made, and I look back in the editor of some of those, and it's like the same thing. It's just like color triggers placed over and over again across the entire level. I'm like, dude, this was mid 2.1. This technology existed, and I just wasn't using it.
Right?
Oh, it was cooked.
Dude, I still use like old ass trigger work.
Yeah, I mean, hey, if it works, it works.
Yeah, that's true. No need to reinvent the wheel, but there are better wheels. Like
true.
Like the kind of wheels I'm working with are like steel or aluminum wheels. The type of shit 2.2 creators, like the ones that are really up there, the type of wheels they have are like what is it? Like magnesium wheels or carbon fiber. We're like some Koenigsegg shit,
Hey.
Where the wheel is lighter than the tire that's on it. That's the kind of shit they work with. I wouldn't know what that's like, but
yeah, you can always level up.
Yeah. Dude, they have carbon fiber monococks for their cars, and I'm like, no, not even really close, dude. This is a very nerdy comparison I'm making right now.
That's all right.
Just trying to be funny and just talking about cars. I don't know if you like cars.
The nerdiness thrives in the GT community. I don't know nothing about no cars.
Yeah. I think I like cars a lot just because I have an old BMW and I have to work on it at some point.
Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah, I mean, I'm also like 23, so naturally, that just happens when I'm
eventually
driving
cars makes it into the mind.
Exactly.
Do twerk off, Foxy. Why are you in the chat?
Dude, we were
just talking about you. Now they're telling us to do a twerk off. Little do you know that already happened. It was just right before we started, and I won, so I don't want to hear it.
No freaking. Hey, don't time them out. Be nice. Be nice.
No freaking chat.
Voxy, we were talking about how you were yelling at me for not knowing how to use spawn loops at one time. I mean, what, you have a point, but like...
Not surprised, Audio One. That's crazy work.
Oh yeah, Voxy, if you're wondering, I feel better now. I was ridiculously sick earlier. So we're good. We're good on that. We're good on that avenue, you know what I'm saying?
Thank goodness. I'm lucky. I haven't been like super sick in quite a few months.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out like what caused it.
Yeah, I think it was the banana, Lowkey. The more I hear about this gosh dang banana,
dude, I had that today,
shoes.
Though, dude. I mean, dude, it literally just it tasted like a paper towel, dude.
Well, that's because it was unripe. We have already dissected this issue and solved it.
Are you sure?
But I can't imagine it helped. I'm pretty sure. Apparently, it was green and like glowing, like it was radioactive.
Well, all
it was hard as a rock.
Radioactive, but
it turned to dust in your mouth. I think that was probably a bad omen as well.
You're not tapped into the method, are you? Dude, doesn't it take like I think it's like it takes around 600 bananas to reach like a lethal dose of radiation poisoning. Because
radiation poisoning
have enough, like, yeah.
Dang, like, no wonder it's glowing green.
Fuck, this is a fact that I learned a long time ago. It was something like bananas carry just enough radiation to where if you ate like 600 of them or something at the same time, you'd just die. Something like
That's crazy work.
Oh yeah, dude.
I think almonds are similar with their cyanide levels.
I heard that about cherries, like cherry pits.
Well, yeah, the pits for sure. But I think the cherries, like the edible part, is probably good. But I don't know. I'm no fruit expert.
Are you a maraschino enjoyer or what?
Lowkey, yeah. From time to time, I can freak with a maraschino cherry.
This is more fun than talking about GD. just like, what kind of cherries are you on?
Heck yeah.
Oh, Kugel said he can't make it. That's a shame. Dude, we can get someone else in here. If Voxy was home, I'd be like, get in here right now. They're not.
That's tragic. They can Discord and drive.
That's true. That'd be funny.
Well, I wouldn't suggest it.
Voxy, get your ass in here. Oh, you can't talk. That's unfortunate.
This is so sad.
Dude, I'm thinking
that's
about
right. We keep the podcast alive.
I tried. You know what I did try that I really didn't love?
What?
Dragon fruit. I thought it was bad.
Really?
Yeah, I just didn't love it.
I love dragon fruit flavored things. Like I have a dragon fruit syrup at my house that's really good. But I don't know if I've ever had like actual dragon fruit.
Yeah, it was like the actual dragon fruit. Okay, it does blow. I also didn't like papaya either.
I don't know if I've ever had papaya.
I just thought it tasted like ass. I don't know. I just didn't like the way it tasted. It tasted like I was eating like the spine of a book.
Spine of a book?
It's weird because like, yeah. I what you said about dragon fruit is true. Like dragon fruit flavored high chews are really good.
Ooh. You know? Yeah, dragon fruit as a flavor is amazing. I mess with high chews a little bit. It's been a minute since I had a high chew though, honestly. But they're pretty good.
Dude, they you know, they cement into my stomach, but they're really good.
Yeah.
They become concrete.
It's the give and the take. Yeah. That's kind of a perk depending on who you ask.
Dude, I was on you know what I was on for a while in like I think 2024. I was on golden kiwis, dude. And I was eating
Where do you even find these exotic fruits?
Oh, dude, just Publix.
Publix? I ain't got no Publix anywhere near me.
I don't know if they have Publix on... I'm assuming you're West Coast.
Maybe I am.
I don't know.
I live in Mystery Zone. But no, my exotic fruit selection is very slim. I don't get to try many.
What do we got? What are the options?
I think the most exotic fruit my local grocery store has probably like pineapple. Or like mango sometimes.
Are you in like Alaska or something?
No, I'm not that crazy, but it's a little lame culinarily where I live, which is tragic.
Yeah, that is kind of tragic. Dude, you gotta You gotta pull like an Anthony Bourdain and just go like travel and eat just good food. Dude, oh my god, man. You know, the shit I would do to
That'd
just
be sick.
travel with friends and just experience culture, you know, in food.
For real.
I think
If I was
food
rich,
connects
that's
people
day
so
one. I'm doing
much.
that. Heck yeah. I enjoy
Yeah.
cooking for that reason.
Yeah, dude. I've been cooking a good amount of stuff. I've been. I mean, the air fryer does 100% of the heavy lifting, but like, I was.
Fair.
You know what I've been doing recently to get like protein in and stuff? I buy these chicken patties from Costco, and then I just make sandwiches with the air fryer. So
Ooh, that's
so good every time. I might do it after
That's
this.
so hype. Oh, let's go.
Oh, I might do it after this. Exactly.
I used to cook a lot more before I started working because I cook for my job as well. So I'll come home from like, 12 hours of cooking and I'm like, I have no motivation to make anything for myself, so I'll hit up Taco Bell and I'll go to bed.
Yeah.
And that's it. But I've been trying to regain that motivation to cook on at least days I have off.
Isn't that such an interesting thing though? Like people who aren't picky about food, it's like people could be like Michelin chefs and like they'll still fuck with Taco Bell.
Yeah, I think that's the beautiful thing about Taco Bell, especially.
It's a beautiful thing about life.
Anyone of any culture can get behind some T-Bell, and I think that's beautiful.
Dude, we're smelling rosemary before bed to remember. You know?
Oh shoot.
You know about that?
No. What are you talking?
Dude, I use Twitter too much. So there was a tweet like 3 weeks ago that was like studies show that sniffing rosemary, I think it's after you wake up, makes you like remember stuff more, like remember your dreams.
That's so weird.
Dude, do you have like I wonder what kind of dreams you have. I have the fucking weirdest dreams ever.
Yeah, I have very bizarre and like strange abstract dreams most of the time, but
I started
usually I
writing
remember them,
down.
which is kind of fun.
Dude,
Yeah, I've been writing
I
them for
could
a couple years
imagine
now.
like during the Rivers era, just you dreaming about the level being done.
I think I did actually dream of that a couple times.
I'm trying to remember, like, because I can remember basics of dreams. I write them down. I'll tell you one. Because some of them are just so weird. I remember I die in my dreams sometimes.
Oh, that reminds me. I can't believe I almost forgot this because I just wasn't actively thinking of it. But like 2 nights ago, I had a dream that I had to kill somebody 3 times. And I dreamt of literally killing someone. It was crazy.
I stabbed someone.
We're having the same dreams.
I hated how real it felt. I literally,
I
had a dream where I had to stab somebody with a knife, like a kitchen knife. And it actually felt so real. It was terrifying. This was a long time ago.
Yeah, that is terrifying. Mine, I was lucky. Well, mine was 2 days ago, so too recent. But I don't remember what mine was. I was like, it was like, I don't know. They were my age, and it was just like a kid, or it wasn't a kid. It was like a dude. And I remember like someone told me like he was a horrible person, and I like needed to Lowkey kill him, and I was like, okay, that makes it okay then. So I like went to his house, and I like waited for him to get home, and I hid, and I committed murder in my dream. And for some reason, that event repeated 3 times. I was like stuck in a time loop. It was weird.
I've definitely shot people in my dreams too. Now that
Foxy,
I'm actually
literally,
thinking
that's
about
messed
it,
up for you to say that.
Dude, I've had like.
Foxy says, "I never kill people in my dreams. You guys are psychos."
Foxy, you just don't understand how my mind works. You know.
You understand the mind of freaks.
Exactly. Dude, I started writing my dreams down because I wanted to remember them. I'm gonna look them up in this group chat just so I can remember some. Oh my god,
the group chat. I store all my dreams in my Apple Notes app.
I just write them in like Discord and then just search dream when I want to find them. Oh my god,
I
the South Korea Sam Hyde dream. Oh my god, that one was so weird. Dude, I remember this one so well. It was crazy. I remember taking pictures underneath like a huge oxidized copper infrastructure bridge, and it was so beautiful. The sun was setting, and oh my god, it was just unbelievable. And like Sam Hyde was there. It was so weird.
That goes hard though.
It's stuff like that.
I've had some crazy dreams.
I don't know if this is a bad thing, but where I live right now, I have dogs that like bark really early in the morning, and like I wish they didn't because I want to dream more.
Yeah, I feel that actually.
Okay, I'm just gonna read this one. Unless there's something. Okay, I'm just gonna read this. This was from May 23rd. Okay, I remember
All
last
right.
night's dream. I was in Iceland with Finn, Schlatt, question mark, and one other person that I can't remember. And I also remember a scene from Pulp Fiction that wasn't real. And Mr. Wallace was painted gold for some reason, lol. I just remember being on a ferry in 1994 New York City, and Wallace was talking about trying to get something done. I forgot. But then the dog woke me up, and then I got back into REM sleep. Part 2 was the Iceland part. I remember we were on this dock, and it was really cold outside, and we were all standing by cold water. It wasn't that cold. I remember putting my hand in and being like, that's not that cold. And then Finn did a fucking backflip into it, fully clothed. And he was like, that's not that bad. Like, what?
That sounds like my dreams, though. I think we have similar dreams because mine are always like
My
weird and
dreams are
scattered
so
like
good,
that too.
dude. My favorite part about
heavy
writing them
freaking dreaming.
down is like remembering about it and just being like, dude, that one?
That was lit.
Yeah. Like it was a real experience. That's the best. That's
Heck
the
yeah.
best part.
That really is.
I'm just looking through these now because I have so many of these. Dude, I've had dreams. Sometimes I have nightmares about being hacked. Is that weird?
Yeah. I don't think that's weird. I've had nightmares about like accidentally streaming when I didn't like know I was, or like I think I had a dream where I like someone framed me and I lost a bunch of subscribers and like my reputation was ruined. I was like, dang, this is cooked. And I woke up and it was fine.
Make a GD level about being framed and losing everything.
Tragic.
I'm seeing what this one was. I had the weirdest dream. Oh my god, this one. Oh, this one was weird as fuck. Steve Jobs, who was dead and came back to life, kept following me around, and he would just walk. And he wore like this black robe, and like, it was just so creepy. And I'd never let him get close to me, and he would never stop. He would never take a break. I remember that one. That was weird. That one was like so actually creepy, dude. There was another one I remember of these like, oh my god, the spider ones, like the 2D spider ones. Hold on, see if I can find this one. Wait, is it this one? Yeah. Okay, this one's funny too. All I remember, I'm just gonna read it. This is kind of old, September 18th, 2024. All I remember about it was getting this computer virus, but in real life, wasn't a sickness virus. And all it was 2 spider-like 3D models that would follow you around. And when they got close enough to you, they would jump but not touch you. It was like they were hitting an invisible wall between you and the spiders. And they had no animations and were just standalone models. They looked like small white balls with 4 or 5 legs and were about a small marble in size. Later in the dream, I can remember running away from Charlie, who was a friend of mine, from his brother, who was some super buff blonde guy. And that's all I'm like, hello?
That's so weird. Those are the best kind of dreams, though. I don't understand when people tell me about their dreams. They're like, "Oh yeah, I had a dream. I went to a cafe with friends, and then like like, I met a girl." I was like, "What are you talking about? How do you dream? Like that's just you're thinking. You're just thinking about stuff. Like my dreams are abstract, indecipherable messes of nonsense from my deep within my subconscious."
Have you ever died in your dreams? I know we touched on it, but
I don't know actually. I feel like maybe.
I'm remembering this one where I died, and it was a super flat Minecraft world, but I was in this room, in this building that was only like a wall that I could see, and there was a door in front of me, and I opened the door, and it was just a super flat world in Minecraft with shaders, and it was really, really, really bright. Like dream-like bright. That would make sense.
That's heaven.
Yeah. And then I remember like accidentally falling like off the building, and I died.
Oh my gosh.
And like as I died, like my soul like came out of my body, and I just remember trying to scream, but I couldn't.
That's scary. That's flipping messed up.
That just reminded me of another dream I had actually, which was like,
I
literally woke up and I was like, oh my god, what?
I hate dreams like that, or I guess nightmares, but they suck because I've had a lot of stuff like that.
Do you want to know? Do you want to know the nails on a wooden board one?
Yes.
Oh my god, this one's bad. So There's an
Uh-oh.
image, and if people have seen this image, they're gonna know what I'm talking about. It's a picture of an empty road in the middle of the night with wooden 2x4s with nails sticking out in the middle of the road. And if you've seen that picture before, you'll know why that is so incredibly terrifying. And the reason it's scary is because if you get into a situation like that where there's wooden boards with nails in the middle of the road in front of you, you got to turn around and fucking leave, because if you drive over those, your tires are going to get fucked, your car's going to stop, and people are going to come out of the bushes and literally like either kill you or steal your car, whatever. Like, and that's real, and that happens in like really rural areas, right? In the dream I was driving a car that I used to drive a lot, and I was driving with my mom in the passenger seat. And I was driving on a road that I drive on like a lot, like almost every day. And I accidentally, I saw one of them and I drove over one on accident, and I knew what was coming. And as the car was stopping because the tires were fucked from the nails, I just remember like trying to tell my mom, like, Mom, we're going to die. And I couldn't talk. That's how that's how much of a nervous breakdown I was having in the dream.
Dang.
That's how bad it was. Like, literally, I don't know if
scary.
you ever had that moment in a dream where you just are trying so hard to say anything, but you can't. It is the weirdest
Yeah, I had dreams like that a lot as a little kid. Yeah, kinda. It's weird. I had one dream once.
But
yeah, thank God, neither have I. That's a horrifying idea. I hope I never experienced that. But I did have one dream. If we're on the topic of like crazy dreams, I think I forget some of the details. It was a long time ago. It was like October 2022-ish, I think. And in the dream, I was just like a normal, nothing remarkable. I was just like living my life. And then I would like have a dream inside the dream. And at first I didn't think any of it because I was flipping dreaming. I didn't know what was going on. And then I would wake up in the dream and like the tops of my ankles were bruised. And I was like, that's really weird. And then I just, kept going. It was like dreaming about normal day stuff, basically. And then that happened again. And I would fall asleep in the dream and I would forget everything. And then I'd wake up and my ankles were bruised. And I was like, that's so weird. And then in the dream, it turns out that like in our sleep, my parents were like getting blackmailed and kidnapped to taken somewhere for like questioning. And while that happened, they like, I don't know, the like secret agents or whoever was doing it would drug me, and it would like make you forget everything and fall asleep. And the only way you could tell that happened is like if your ankles were bruised, and that was the lore in the dream. And I was like, oh shoot, what the frick? And then like I kept going in the dream, and then I woke up in real life, and I didn't know if I was still in a dream, and I was like freaked out for the whole day. It was crazy.
Jesus Christ! Did you immediately check your ankles?
That dream sticks with me. I did. I literally did. Oh, it was so nuts. That dream will stick with me for a long time.
That sounds. A friend of mine has dreams with similar structure like that, like where the stakes have like logical connections. Yeah. Yeah,
those mess me up because most of the time my dreams are like yours, where it's just like complete nonsense. But sometimes my brain, it cooks up something extra devious, and it's like, wow, this makes a little too much sense. It's like scary amount of sense that it makes.
Dude, that oh my God. Thinking about the bruised ankles, like, where does that even like conjure up in your mind? Like that's
what I'm saying. Weird. Like, how does that even appear to me? I think one of the dreams I had in the dream was about like a sick geometrydash level 2.
You should make a level.
I was like, dang, that's messed up. That's not even real. Generationally bad level name.
Each part is like looks like a dream.
Dude, that would be some deep cut lore though. Like nobody ever would understand why the level was named that.
The level description is just like blackmail or something. People are like, I like a lot of your levels. This one is really weird though.
That sounds really weird.
I don't really get this one.
It's like, good, that's the point.
Just respond to like
no
all the criticism, just you wouldn't get it.
Yeah, you had to be there.
You had to be there. I'm trying to think. I remember I had one where a friend and I were in northern Canada running from Vanos Gaming in Spider-Man's outfits. Like not Spider-Man outfits, but like with web slingers.
Yeah.
And I think it's because at the time I was playing so much of the Spider-Man VR chat world with people that I think it started bleeding into my dreams. Dude,
yeah, it is interesting how the outside world can affect dreams so easily.
Oh my god, this one is super cool. This one's really vague though. Like I don't remember much about it, but I had one dream that all right, this was 2023. I said I have to talk about the dream I had last night because it was cool as fuck. And what it was about was that every single door in the real world had a small colored outline around it. And that was representative of a situation, but it would only show up in whatever respective color it was if you thought hard enough about it. And I remember specifically, I kept getting purple outlines. And I've never figured out what that meant.
What the frick? That's so weird.
And I'm pretty sure it came from this fucking meme video I watched of these people opening a door and then just being outside. I'm pretty sure it came from that weird one specific video I saw too.
That sounds like you ever played Tomodachi Life?
Oh, I've heard of it. I should probably.
Oh man, it sounds like a Tomodachi Life dream, because in that game, your Miis can have dreams and they're all just like really specific and short and like nonsensical. Sometimes I'll be having dreams like that.
I'm looking for more of these. This is funny. In part of my dream the other day, some random guy got added to the group chat and they renamed the group and changed the picture and got banished forever. Like, it's weird. Like, some of my dreams are so cool and then there's just that. Like, just insignificant.
Yeah, it's like it's like single event dreams. Like, this didn't even happen in a temporal space. This was just an event that I thought about in a dream, and then now it exists.
The blackmail one is insane. I've never heard anything like that.
Really? Yeah, that's definitely my craziest dream, or at least the one that I always think of, like, when I think of dreams.
There was one where there was one that I had where I don't think I got hacked. It was just super weird. No, okay, I remember now. I remember I downloaded some program, and as I ran it, it somehow managed to project a computer virus into the walls of my room with lights. And it would make like a buzzing, it would make like a low humming noise for like a second. And then every time it would play it again, the shape on the wall would shift to a random spot like immediately after. And it was just the creepiest fucking thing. It's actually like terrifying for me to think about.
Dang, that's weird.
Because I just can't explain like what or why.
Yeah. Have you ever, the chat's talking about right now, but have you ever lucid dreamt?
I was thinking about that when you were saying that you were dreaming about dreaming, but I just let you talk because I was wondering, like, did he lucid dream?
That would have been crazy in that dream.
I've never lucid dreamed before now.
I've done it twice. It is, well, it sounds fun. It's fun for people who do it all the time, I'm sure. But I've done it twice. It was once when I was like 7. And it was like an insignificant dream. I just realized I was dreaming. I was like, oh, that's crazy. And then the second time I did it was like 2 years ago. And it's like literally the most lame story ever. Because in the dream, I was just like, I was walking out of this house that I'd always been interested about, like what it was like inside. It's like some house in my neighborhood. And I was just like in that house and I was about to leave. And then I was like, wait a second, I'm dreaming. And I turned around and I walked downstairs in the house. And that was literally all I did.
That just reminded me of another dream that I had.
Really?
About my old house, yeah. My old house had an unfinished basement, and a long time ago, we moved out. And the people who bought it, like, finished the basement. And this whole entire dream came from the pictures of the basement that I saw, like, a long time ago. And I remember in this dream, we went back to the house to get a tour of the house, because I guess we wanted to move back or something. And it was just me and my dad. My dad wasn't there initially. He showed up later. It was just me at first. And we were in the basement just looking at stuff. And then there was a door that led to more stairs that kept going down. And then it just kept going further and further and further and further down until it was just like this super complicated facility. And
Dang.
I remember it was so weird. I don't know what it was connected to, but when we got to a certain portion, we had to give these people our phones, and they printed like a number on our wrists that corresponded with the phones we had, and we had to put our phones in.
Dang.
Have you ever driven through like a bank drive-through and they have those like tubes that you put stuff in and it just yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah,
like.
I know what you're
that's
talking
what you
about.
put your phone in, and we put our phone in that
Weird.
thing and it just like sucked it up. And because I guess it's because whatever was in there was like super classified and we couldn't film it or take pictures of anything.
Yeah.
I just don't know like what it was about. Yeah. And the machine, I'm reading the message now, and it was like a teller machine when we left the place, and we had to type in the unique ID that the person at wherever we were gave to us when we initially gave our phones. And when you would type your ID into this machine, it would spit your phone out, and then you could leave.
It's crazy.
And this was all like maybe like 300 meters under my old house.
Weird. I love the lore.
Yeah, I've had multiple dreams about my old house, which is probably a testament to how much I liked it there. But
heck yeah,
I moved out when I was like 11, so what do I know? But or 12.
Yeah, I moved out of my older house when I was like, I think 6. But I've stayed in the same house since then, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, that's nice. I
moving around is stressful.
Yeah, I'm about to have to do it again.
Oh shoot.
Yep. It's gonna be good though. Like where I live right now is fine, but I actually realized the other day that I feel like I'm being held back here. That's a pretty adult thing to feel, like feeling held back.
That is true.
I mean, this is also like probably selfish from the way like I'm gonna explain it, but sometimes I think about other things where I live, and I think like all of that shit is just holding me back, you know?
Yeah.
And I kind of just want to live somewhere else where like I'm not having to deal with the burdens of like, this is going to sound super unemployed, but something as simple as taking care of animals in the environment that I'm in is just super time consuming, and it also just cuts away at stuff that I want to do like during the day. For context, we don't have a fence, and we have disobedient dogs where I live right now.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
That's the context. Yeah. And yeah, that'll drive you crazy pretty quick. But where I lived before, it was like really, really chill because it was cats. And like yeah, you just feed them like like outdoor cats. You just feed them. That's all you. That's it.
Yeah.
And so it's much better. But I remember I moved back here actually for the opposite reasons, thinking it would help me. And so far, I feel like it has in certain ways. Like going to the gym, as we were talking about. Like, because that was the gym from where I live right now is like 3 minutes away. Great.
That's
where I used
nice.
to live, it was like 23 minutes away. And
dang.
Like that's just 2, not 2 and back. And I was doing that every day, 5 days a week for a year. That eats up your time a little bit.
Yes, it does, for sure.
Yeah. It's just things like that.
Location matters for so much stuff in life.
Yeah. Dude, that reminds me of something I was thinking about the other day. How people finally buy homes, and all it could take is like a shitty neighbor to like really just ruin your life. Not ruin your life, but like ruin a lot of qualities of your life. Because I was watching a video about some Australian neighborhood where these people just moved in, and eventually someone moved in next door, and they had a dog that just would never stop barking, and it was just driving them crazy. And the neighbor like basically wouldn't do anything about it, and so they eventually like got everyone together to make like a council decision. And
that's crazy.
That would scare me of moving out. Like,
for real, I haven't even really thought about that. Like, you finally afford a house, and then like your neighbor is a psychopath, and you're just cooked. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, exactly. Like, fuck, dude.
I guess that's why buying into a good neighborhood is so important, but even still.
I mean, not like we're gonna buy homes in our lifetime.
Yeah, probably not.
That's some doomer shit that I'm saying. Dude, rent is like $2K a month where I live for an apartment for like a 2-bedroom or like
it's insane. I was looking at the housing market. I mean, that might be option A right now.
Oh yeah, dude.
But it's like I was looking at the housing market because I like where I live a lot. I don't know if I'll leave, at least for now. And I was looking at it because I love to get in a position where I could, like, for example, buy out a duplex and then rent out the other side. I think that'd be amazing. Obviously, this is like dream money. But then I was looking at the houses on the like doom scrolling Zillow, as one does.
I've done that before.
And like the most crackiest of shacks are like $600,000. I'm like, are we serious? I found a literal shed that's like built out of an aircraft carrier or like an aircraft, I guess, garage. And it's like the bathroom is held up by like plywood and there's like a hole in the wall. $600,000. I'm like, are we for real? Are we dead us? I will never, ever be able to afford to live in my hometown.
Dude, I feel bad for anyone who lives in like New York. Because I remember
for sure.
the last time I was on a Zillow rabbit hole, I was looking at Manhattan, Hawaii, Chicago. And dude, New York City is a nightmare, dude.
Yeah, I couldn't even imagine.
You can't live there. Like, how the fuck is anyone living in Manhattan? Like, seriously.
I don't know, bro. It's very different to like the suburban lifestyle.
Like, oh my god, dude.
For real.
I think we're all in this economic collapse together. But
we really are.
My friend made a really good point.
Maybe by the time we're like 30, it's better.
My friend made an observation that was simple but effective. He was like, the biggest problem is that like the mailman can't afford to live.
That's true though.
Like,
I mean, there's some powerful truth behind that.
Live in just
the non-existent milkman.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because no one delivers milk anymore.
I never seen a milkman in my whole life.
I haven't either, actually.
$25 for Taco Bell. That's how you can tell it's getting rough, dude. You could used to feed a family of 6.
Yeah. Five Guys started making
family
like
of 6
combo
at Taco Bell
deals.
for $25. Yeah. It's weird though, because like fast food places get expensive, but like Chili's has like a $10 deal.
Yeah.
That's like beats literally every fast food. Like, how is that happening?
I know that for restaurants like In-N-Out Burger, they're privately owned. You know, like this is for like salary context. Like the people that work there get paid well because it's privately owned, and like investors aren't making all the corporate decisions on a company level.
Yeah, true.
And they're not trying to just like increase profit margins over and over and over and over. It's why Arizona iced tea is so cheap still. It's because the guy who owns it is like the guy who owns it is privately owning it and is like, why do I need to make it more expensive? I make enough money and it's chill.
Yeah, I saw a clip of him saying something like that.
Yeah.
We gotta choose wisely what businesses and like people we invest our money into, because if we keep investing them into the greedy profit margin hogs, they're gonna just keep doing that.
Yeah, I worry.
And after today, I will survive off of only Arizona iced tea.
Oh yeah, Arizona iced tea and Costco hot dogs.
Costco hot dogs, you're right. The only stable things in our economy.
That has saved me, dude. I remember
that is very true.
What was it? The CEO of Costco said like, "I will kill you" to somebody in corporate who even dared suggested they increase the price of the Costco hot dog.
Yeah, I remember that.
I will kill you if you even dare suggest that filth.
That's maximum chill, though. I appreciate that in my CEOs.
Yeah, dude, Costco is just. I love Costco. I'm white. If you can't, I love Costco. Nothing
necessary
beats
context
a
for
lot of their prices. Even stuff
for real,
like
I need to invest in a Costco membership. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're ever feeling like if you're ever feeling like you need to be fixed, that hot dog saves me.
Yeah, that Costco hot dog fixed me, bro.
It fills me up, and it doesn't make me like feel like lard afterwards either.
Like large, true. That is an unfortunate downside to most cheap food.
Yeah. Something
The
interesting
chicken
that I was
bake.
talking about earlier with like the chicken patties.
Yeah.
Another reason I
Oh
started
yeah.
doing it is because it's much cheaper than something like Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A.
Oh
But,
yeah, absolutely.
uh,
Chick-fil-A is really good.
I
I
think
need to invest in learning how to just fry really good chicken. Lowkey.
Oh yeah. Air frying is just so easy. It's just
Yeah, but like, well, air
effortless.
frying, true. Air frying is good, and it is also the benefit of like
Yeah.
being probably healthier on a meal to meal basis.
Yeah, I would say
But
so.
like, there's something gratifying about being able to make good fried chicken. Like that's how I
Yeah,
felt
for sure.
with mac and cheese. When I was younger, I was like, I need to learn how to make a flippin' banger mac and cheese. And when I was still unemployed, I made mac and cheese like twice a week for 3 months, and I got really good at it. And now I have a banger recipe.
Dude,
I'm like, I need to
save
lock
that
in.
in
I
your
need to do that
family
for
because
other
it's gonna
foods.
be passed down now for
I will. I
generations.
literally, that's my plan. You already know.
I hope you have a dream about mac and cheese tonight. Now,
Oh man, I hope not.
I hope nobody comes to blackmail you for the recipe.
The dreams, the lore is starting to stack up.
Oh God, dude, mac and cheese block
Oh
design
god.
in the level. Has anyone ever done that?
Oh, dude, yes, I actually know an exact example. There's a level called Starlit Panera, and
No
it's a
way.
Panera JF arson themed level.
Like Panera
And one of
bread.
the parts has, yeah, like Panera bread.
No
Holy
way,
freak! Do you mess
dude.
with Panera bread?
I haven't been there in a long time. I almost Googled Panera bread. What was it called?
Starlit Panera.
Starlit Panera GD. I'll find it. There we go. Wait, is it this?
It's yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah, it is.
It's like so absurd. Do you know the JF Panera arson story?
I know. I've heard. Okay, I've heard. We'll get into that in a second. I have heard JF arson before. All I know is he burned a chair.
Oh, it
Or
in fact
apparently burned a
took
chair.
place at a Panera.
Okay, that
But that
part
is
I
what
didn't
happened.
know.
He lit off a firework inside a Panera bread, and the chair caught on fire. And now
Oh,
he's
I
permanently
thought
banned.
that's weird. I always was under the assumption that like he burned a wooden chair like in a parking lot somewhere.
Oh, I don't know. It would have been
Dude,
like
mac and cheese. Let's
like one of the chairs they have inside the restaurant. Yeah, look at that. The macaroni block designs. It's real.
I always thought Panera bread was pretty expensive. I don't know if they still are expensive, but
I don't know. I've only tapped into Panera in like the last 4 or so years, so they could have been more overpriced
I used to
previously.
go. You know where I really used to go a lot in 2019. I
Where?
loved IHOP for some reason.
IHOP, really?
Yeah,
That's a
I
sleeper
don't
hit.
know. I remember
I can't
my
commit myself
friend,
to going to like a sit down restaurant all the time like that.
I would always convince my friend to go with me, and he was like, I think he eventually was just like, dude, this is so mid. I'm sorry, but he would go with me.
Oh, that's
anyway.
cooked. Yeah, I mean that's real friend status right there.
Oh yeah, maybe I should hit him up.
Maybe you should bring back the IHOP visits.
IHOP is cheap. I know Panera Bread had the lemonade thing that
The
killed
deadly
people.
lemonade. Yes,
Yeah.
I flipping. It's actually so messed up that it killed people because
Have
it
you
was
tried
so good. It was so good.
I mean,
They had because there was like it was multiple deadly lemonades, but I think the one I liked it was like what was it called? It was like strawberry lemon mint lemonade, and I would do anything to get like the recipe for that because it was actually genuinely so good.
Dude, I fucked with the what is it? The mango, what is it called? Mango pineapple smoothie from McDonald's, even though it's like even though it's just not good for you.
Yeah, I never go to McDonald's. I have beef with McDonald's because I just think it's super mid, so I never tried it.
Oh yeah. It's kind of, but the way I think about stuff like this is like sometimes it's for the reason that sometimes I love watching bad movies. Where it's like
Yeah,
there are just some times where it's like I don't know why. I just want McDonald's. Like
true. That is a very valid craving.
yeah, isn't yeah, I mean MSG will do that.
True.
I've been needing to watch that new War of the Worlds movie. Have you
Yeah,
heard about
I've
that?
heard.
Oh my god.
Oh, I've heard about it. I've heard nothing but great things.
Apparently, it's so bad, like it's a cultural phenomenon.
Cultural phenomenon.
I
It
can't.
is.
I
It is truly
cannot
special when
wait
a
to
film can
watch
do
it,
that.
dude.
It sounds like a great time.
It has like Ice Cube in it. I know like nothing about it.
Yeah, I think Ice Cube's like the main guy. He's like the star.
I'm trying to think of like, because we don't watch movies that much in our friend group, and then when we do, it becomes like the joke for a month. I remember at one point,
Yeah.
The Wolf of Wall Street was a huge one,
Oh shoot.
and we would always talk about Quaaludes.
Yeah.
That was one. I'm trying to think. I haven't watched a movie in a while, actually.
Neither have I. I watch like one movie a year, if even that.
I remember, this is weird, but I remember when I first started working out, before I went to a gym, I would work out in my living room, and I would just loop Marvel movies. Like, before they became bad.
Yeah.
I would
Of course,
loop,
of course.
like, the original ones, yeah.
That's valid.
I had literally seen Iron Man probably, like, 100 times. It, like, oh my god.
Dang.
But I wanted
That's
something
respectable
on the
though.
screen.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
me, that was always just like YouTube.
Yeah, yeah. Now that I think about it, though, I actually kind of preferred the movies because, like, I felt like it had pacing that wasn't trying to take advantage of, like, your brain.
True. Yeah. A lot of YouTube videos will do that.
That's probably
Unless
why
it's
I like
like someone's
podcasts
fault.
so much because, like, there's no there. I mean, some podcasters do that where they feel like they have to fill in every moment of silence, but
Yeah.
I like that about unedited, like, you know, just pieces of media like that. Obviously,
Yeah, I
movies
can
are
appreciate that a
edited,
lot.
but like just the pace.
Well, yeah,
is-
but I know
is
what you mean.
Natural,
Exactly.
very natural. It's 9:48. Dude, I can't wait to shower. Like, I'm gonna feel like a. Oh my god, I'm gonna feel right off the assembly
Brand new
line.
person.
Yeah,
Right off the assembly line. That's a good
dude,
saying.
literally, bro. I need to get more shampoo. I'm about to run out.
Yeah, I'm about to run out of body wash. I think I have a
World's most
spare one though.
interesting
So.
conversation we're having.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, sometimes I always like to think there's someone listening, just listening to that being like, dude,
What are they on about?
like that's what they're talking about. They're talking about like I'm
That's
running
so
out of
funny.
shampoo. Like, what the fuck? Talk about GD. Hello?
Yeah, it's still entertaining. What can I say?
Actually, I do remember actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I had a moment like that one time on here. It was with
Yeah.
Lushi. He was like a really old player. And I was, because I know him personally. And I was just
Oh,
talking
really?
to him on here, yeah. And people just, which like, it is like a GD podcast. But I remember there was a point where people were just not shutting up about like, please talk about GD, where I just stopped the conversation and was like, guys, please shut the fuck up.
Dang, that's cooked.
I felt so bad, but I'm like, guys, just like that's why I like pre-recording stuff a lot too, because there's no chat that yells at you. And you can just
Yeah.
kind of have a conversation like off camera. And then like it
That is very true.
becomes
Yeah,
and
I feel
that
that.
ended up working well with InSwish.
Yeah,
InSwish didn't want to be streamed though.
understandable. There's definitely perks to either or.
Oh yeah. So, what we used to do as well when we would stream these is there's a Discord server for the podcast just for like phone ins, where like we get a bunch of people
Oh, yeah.
in like a channel and then we move one person at a time to ask something.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that's always fun. It's funny. There's so many like things on the bullet point thing that I'm looking at right now that I haven't even like gotten to because we've been talking about honestly kind of more interesting stuff.
True. I mean, is there anything from the bullet point list that you want to ask? I'm down to answer
I mean, you can look
anything.
at it. It's in the chat.
Well,
It's just a lot of like
Yeah.
it's a lot of basic
I mean, I
stuff
could look
that
at it
I
like,
like
ooh.
avoiding initially because I don't want to have it feel like as much of an interview than it is just like talking.
yeah, that's true.
Like I feel like it'd be way more boring if I was just like, so what's your favorite level? Like that's so. I cannot do it. It's just so like, oh my god, it makes me cringe.
Definitely have a point.
I mean, the interviews are fine to exist, but I can't do it.
But there are ways to interview that make the pacing feel more natural than what you mentioned.
Yeah. Like talking about bananas and fruit and shit. Dude, I have a protein bar actually right here. I haven't eaten it yet, but...
Oh. What flavor? Protein flavor?
Chocolate peanut butter. Dude, the internet has made me obsessed with protein. Dude, we cooking rice and bone broth for that extra juice, dude. That extra hit.
That extra hit of the protein.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't say I need to try it, but I could try it.
You know what I really want to try? I want to try bone marrow.
Bone marrow? I feel like I can't be that good. Like, there's no way.
Maybe it is. I've never tried oysters.
It is. I mean, I guess we haven't tried it, so. Oysters freak me out.
Yeah, same. I have, there's someone in my family that like comes down here like once every like 2 years and like makes oysters on like a big green egg grill. And every time I'm just like, yeah, I don't want any.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of what they would taste like. A valid response.
Yeah, I think it'd be a texture thing for me mostly.
Yeah, because it's like, what even is an oyster? It's like, I don't even know. I don't even want to think about the texture.
You eat the inside, the goop.
You eat the goop.
Or I think so. I mean, I don't know. I've never had an oyster, so I'm inexperienced in this field.
Yeah, are there any oyster lovers in chat?
Any oysters in chat?
Fuck, what I was just gonna say slipped my mind. It had to do with, oh yeah. I don't love mushrooms either for the same like idea textures.
Yeah, because I don't like mushrooms either.
It feels like rubber, you know, like I'm just chewing on a tire.
Yeah, and they say like, oh, you can make mushrooms taste like whatever you cook them in, but like, not really. They still taste shroomy. It's like, no thanks. Keep it off whatever I'm eating.
This like it is an interesting thing though, because like I've had things that I don't like in the past that I've come to really like. Like sour cream is one. I used to really not like sour cream at all, but dude, it's just good.
I mean, that's crazy work. I do not mess with sour cream that much, but I feel like it might be something I come to appreciate. Like I used to not be able to stand it, and like if I accidentally have something with sour cream in it, it's like, well, okay, it's like whatever. But otherwise, it's mid. I actively avoid it.
Yeah, I don't have like any like abnormal food opinions. I don't love tomatoes either, but like I'll eat it if it's on like you know, on pizza or something. Same with mushrooms on pizza. Like, if there's enough ingredients around it, I just can't taste it, and it's fine.
Really, I avoid mushrooms on pizza, but I don't know if I've ever actually like tried it because I just don't like mushrooms. So why would I?
I don't either. Yeah, tomatoes are just not great. There's no one on earth who just eats them like apples and is like, dude, this is the no. No one does that.
I don't know. There are some people who do that.
Yeah,
I don't love tomatoes, but with age, I've been like, okay, tomatoes are on like everything. I better start liking them, or else I'm gonna be lame. And I was like, I locked in. I just started eating tomatoes.
Oh, I don't like choose. I don't like sweet potatoes either.
Really? But that's like rare though. How often do you encounter sweet potatoes? Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like I just never thought that needed to be that way. So that's a way to describe sweet potatoes. It just never had to do that.
That is valid.
I don't know. I don't like the way they taste, dude. Normal potatoes are dope.
Yeah,
dude,
potatoes
I fuck with potatoes.
Great. Potatoes are so versatile.
Yeah, we are the same person. This is we don't like tomatoes. We don't like mushrooms. Let me think. Well, I can't think, but
got any controversial food opinions? Any favorite foods?
I love so much food, man. I love sushi. I love Asian food. I love Mexican food, Japanese food. Oh my god. Hello?
Yeah, I've never had sushi.
Sushi's really good. Stir
fry. I've heard very few bad things about sushi. I gotta try it sometime.
Chicken katsu is great.
Oh yeah.
Thai food is incredible.
Oh my gosh. Thai food is goated. I had never had it until like 3 weeks ago. I was on a business trip for work out of town, and all of the managers got invited to this like super fancy Thai restaurant. And at first I was like looking at the menu before I went there, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll try this, maybe I'll try that. I get there, the entire menu. We get to try the entire menu. It was so good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it was actually to die for.
Beef Wellington's good too. Chicken cordon bleu's fantastic. German chocolate cake. Oh my god. Dude, I would literally eat a whole Beef Wellington right now.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to make it? Because I know it's really hard to make.
God, no. I'm not quite there yet. My culinary confidence. I'd mess it up so bad.
Oh, I think you could do it. Do it on
I
stream.
mean, I could make one, but it wouldn't be good. Do it on stream. That'll go hard. Cooking stream, that'd be lit. Heck yeah.
What are you at, like 34K? It would be the 40K special.
40K special, cooking a beef Wellington. I like it. Ideas for the vault.
Yeah, I wonder if you have any radical ideas like that for like content. Like anything just funny.
I've had some ideas. Me and my IRL friend XJT, he's an avid geometrydash player, such as myself, but we've had insane, just like absolutely ridiculous ideas for content before. Like back in 2020, before COVID happened, we were gonna make a video together where we just went camping, and it was all gonna be like scripted and like super abstract and weird. And I wish that happened because it'd be such a funny thing to look back on now, but it's a little too late for that. It's been like 5 years since we planned that out.
You know what I thought about doing? I thought about doing a live stream in my backyard on my trampoline. Like my setup is on my trampoline.
That'd be sick.
And just like see how long it takes until like I like get out of my chair wrong and just everything falls over.
Yeah, for real. Oh my gosh, you know what? You mentioned crazy content ideas. I released a level last year called Limeade, and it was like lime themed as would be expected.
Ooh, lime?
And me and
I want to get
XJT, we made a video, or like after my showcase of that, in the same video, I just had a completely different segment of us making limeade, and it was like the worst, most foul, awful beverage of all time. But it was so fun. It was so fun to film that, and like editing it was such a good time, and it turned out so ridiculous.
Dude, that reminds me.
I wish I could do more stuff like that.
Oh, I did something awful on stream one time. I had a whole thing of Skittles, and I got bored, so I just poured water into it.
What the frick?
And it took all the color out, and then when I took all the water out, I just crushed it up when it was in the bag, and it became this massive, massive Skittle.
Oh, that's horrible.
And the chat just kept daring me to take like a huge bite out of it. And there's a clip somewhere of me just biting into it like a burger. It's, oh my god.
Like a burger? That's horrible. The mental image that was just painted in my mind.
It literally looks
That's
like,
awful.
it was so funny because like on the camera, it looked like a brain.
I can imagine, that sounds exactly what it looked like.
You're making me like want lemonade now. It's like 10 p.m. I can't go to the store.
No store's got lemonade? That's cooked.
Actually, the gas station might.
That gas station definitely has lemonade. You can just get like the bottles of lemonade if they have those.
Oh yeah. The gas station I regularly
you take a bite from the mother Skittle.
The mother Skittle?
Mother Skittle's disgusting.
If there are any people listening who know about my my other streaming persona, they're gonna know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yeah, that was an interesting stream. I the way I had to throw that huge Skittle thing away, I had to put it in a cup, put it in the bathroom, just fill it with water, and wait for it all to dissolve.
Oh my gosh.
And then I had to just drain it. Yeah.
Had to dissolve
I felt like I was killing like a homunculus that I created.
Yeah, it does give those vibes from the story.
Dude, is that a compliment telling someone they have homunculus vibes?
Almost certainly not. Ain't no way.
Dude, I'm in love with words. So much.
Yeah, I love words. I'm a heavy freak with words.
Dude, homunculus vibes? I don't think anyone's ever said that before.
Probably not. I low-key hope not.
Person has said that.
Well, we are the first, and I think that's beautiful here on the Dasher podcast.
Real homunculus vibes going on at the 2-hour mark. We can go for a little
Timestamp for 2
longer.
hours, like homunculus vibes.
Do you want to take a bathroom break? Do you need to? Because I need to.
No, I'm chilling. I'm locked in.
All right, I'll be back in a second.
All right, I'll entertain the stream.
I'm not gonna be able to hear you. So, real homunculus vibes. I'll be right back.
Real homunculus vibes. All right, chat. What's up? What's good, y'all? How are we liking the podcast? Here on the Dasher podcast today. There's like, what do you mean, Crink? Why would you say that? Mayonnaise, homunculus, original gangster. Yeah, that's me too. It's great. Banging podcast. Let's go. Do you guys have any questions for me that we can perhaps discuss when Blue returns? GMD Blue. Best 4 a.m. You're cooked. That's rough. I'm sure I might get some dinner later. Oh, I'm singing music you guys can't even hear. I have Mario Kart Wii Rainbow Road in my headphones currently. And I was like, oh wait, that's not how that works. It's been a good time. I did see that the channel posted a Q&A thing, but I won't spoil. Ooh. We might get into questions on that probably a little bit later.
We're back.
Oh my god!
Dude, your noise suppression fucked it.
Oh no, that's cooked. This is tragic.
You gotta try it again.
I'm scared. I can't do it. Too nervous.
Too nervous.
Too nervous.
You're nervous? Dude, we're only talking about like homunculi and fruit and shit.
Dude, that was, dude. What a good time.
Dude, I just
Homunculi
realized
and fruit.
something. This thing of vitamin
What?
D that I'm holding, it has like something that looks like it could be designed in GD on it. Hold on.
Really?
Dude,
That's
I'm gonna
interesting.
send
I've
this
seen
to you.
tissue boxes like that.
Dude, this is the creative brain that we are just equipped with.
I know, right?
To where we make
I kind of like it.
continuous mental links to stuff that could be built in GD. Look at this shit. Hold on.
That's beautiful.
Dude, the world is just beautiful recently. Look at this. I think of Sunset Sandstorm when I see this.
Really? Oh, I can definitely see that, yeah. That's kind of lit.
Dude, I feel
Nature-wise,
like
vitamin D.
it makes me want to make that in the game. Because, like, I love the
Yeah.
gradients that it's giving off.
True. Nejwa would be
Colors?
proud.
Let me, like, show this, actually. I'm confident in my...
Yeah.
This is the context, for anybody wondering.
That's so funny.
For anybody wanting to take a glimpse into my genius, there you go.
Oh, it's genius, all right.
Oh, yeah.
To say the least.
It's not as genius as Panera Bread, though.
It's close, but Panera Bread is pretty genius.
Is Panera Bread your favorite, though?
Honestly, maybe.
Oh, okay.
I think
maybe.
it might be, it's got to be top 3 for me. It's too many good vibes.
Can I sample that? I didn't make that, so you're gonna have to ask somebody. I don't know who made it.
It hasn't even been created yet.
You're gonna have to ask the graphic designer for NatureWise.
True. Can we get this cleared?
Yeah, I'll send him an email.
NatureWise
I bet there's an
sample.
email address on this. Let's see.
There's
NatureWise.com.
ain't no way. Maybe.
Costa Mesa, California. Yeah, hit up NatureWise on Twitter. Be like, no, don't do that.
NatureWise on Twitter. 45 followers.
You know what that made me think of? Have you seen that picture of the Have you seen that picture of the thing of pears and there's like a YouTube button and it says I'm not going to my pears YouTube channel?
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's what I'm thinking of right now when I'm looking at this.
That's so funny.
Dude, I'm not going to my vitamin supplements Twitter account.
For real though.
Do not spam their email. That is wrong.
Maybe it's right.
Yeah, no.
I think once Dole Pineapple, like the Dole Fruit Company, replied to me on Twitter.
Dude, I've DM'd Pringles before.
Did they respond?
Yeah, I was talking about some flavor idea or something.
Dang, bro, the guy you were talking to from Pringles probably has no control of that department. He was like, well, this is my job as the Pringles intern. I got to respond to people on Twitter.
I've talked to Safe Auto, too, and Steakum as well.
Steakums?
I would just DM corporations and just be like, I'm getting far on Erebus, like 6 years ago.
That's so dumb. I love it.
That's the kind of fucks I did not give back then.
Yeah, I don't know if I've DM'd any corporations, but maybe I should start.
Let's see. I'm gonna pull up my DMs with Pringles because I want to know what flavor I was trying to get conjured up here. I'm sure. I think it was. If I remember right, I think it was a mac and cheese flavor. Let's see. Pringles. I have a good idea for a flavor. Grilled cheese flavor. Let's make this happen. And then they said, I'm just gonna take a screenshot of this.
I gotta see this. I'm so excited.
Sounds amazing. You guys should make a thing where people can request flavor. Dude, I think the last reply made me realize, oh, this is a bot. It's not a person.
Perhaps. They were advanced though. I mean, this is 2018 though. They were talking about the grilled cheese Pringles stack. This was before like
the dark times. You know?
It was before the dark ages. This was definitely a real guy who told you about the grilled cheese Pringles stack.
There's some other company. I know I blocked Fanta. I forgot why. But
I have 0 people blocked on Twitter, but I have many people muted.
Yeah.
Muting people on Twitter is like, it's like seeing the sunrise after a long night. It's like makes life beautiful again.
Exactly. There's some people I preemptively mute sometimes.
Preemptively is crazy, but true.
Like if I'm on a different account, like I would literally go out of my way to mute them because like I just literally don't want them interacting with me. I don't even use like my main account enough. Wait, who DM'd me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I always feel bad checking my Twitter DMs because I literally don't get notifications or anything for any of them.
Should I expose
and it'll be like
right
people I actually care about.
Muted?
Yes. Actually, yeah, sure.
Okay, oh my god. Okay, well, a lot of it was like huge gimmick accounts at the time. Like, I blocked Dixerto. Not blocked, I muted them.
Oh, yeah.
I have Exen muted for some reason.
Interesting.
Walrus. Zeronium.
I don't know if I will expose.
I don't know why Zeronium muted.
Where do you even find this?
Muted. I think it's... Look up mute.
I did. It didn't work. Wait, let me see. Oh, it took me literally immediately there.
Yeah, a lot of the other people are just muted. Trolls. That I was just like, I didn't.
The first person I apparently ever muted was Keemstar.
Okay, well that's justified.
Which I think is valid.
Yeah.
It's actually twisted because like some people like. Is it my bad person if I like mute my friends?
No.
Like I want to be following them, I like them, but they just be tweeting some absolute garbage all the time.
I mean, dude, I've had people unfollow alt accounts of mine for that reason, just being like, bro, like I don't. I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't have the heart to unfollow, so I just mute them.
Dude, this reminds me of more shit that keeps happening. I've had to do like the one thing I've never wanted to do on the internet recently. I've had to start unfriending people on stuff because like my lists are filling up.
Oh yeah, I've had that issue in GD for like 3 years. I literally hate it.
Oh, is it maxed? Is it at 400 now? I think.
Yeah, it's been at 4. I don't even know how it happened, but I've been at 400 friends for like 3 years. Like it's actually insane.
I know Embed's at 400 too.
Yeah, I can't believe the cap is only 400. Like it should be at least 1,000.
That's something I wanted to ask Rob if he ever came on this. What I heard
Yeah.
though, what I've heard about it is that apparently it would potentially take up too much server power, I guess, to refresh
I think I
it
heard something
to
like
a
that, yeah.
higher number. That's what I've heard. I'm not
Oh,
knowledgeable
interesting.
enough
Yeah,
to
maybe.
like back that statement up. But
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but I mean that sounds about right.
I think it used to be 200 and then it was upped or it was 300. I don't remember. I know he's increased it
Yeah.
since, like it, because it used to be smaller.
Dang.
My list right now is at 398 on GT.
38. I might be at like 399 or something like that, but I only friend people I like for real now. I'm at 398. So
Dude,
look at us
I just
swing.
wish I could friend everybody.
Yeah, I don't wish I could friend everybody, but I do wish I could friend
you
more
know what I
people.
mean. Not everyone, but everyone. You know what I'm saying. You know?
Yeah. I used to keep up on my
Discord.
GD friend requests.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. My rule for Discord friend requests is if I either A, recognize you from like mutual friend groups, or
Right.
B, if we have more than like 15 mutual friends, I'll accept your friend request.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's people like, it's like, hi, I'm Vanilla, she, her, we have 0 mutual friends. Our only server in common is GDS. I'm like, oh, this is a walking red flag. I'm not accepting this.
Wait, let me check. Mine right now, I've had to remove like 20 people so far, but it's already at 995
I don't know if I've ever removed
again.
someone from Discord. Oh my gosh.
Dude, like I can't even comprehend that. How do I have so many on Discord and GD? How does it even get to that point?
Dang, I have 663, so I'm not really that far behind you.
Yeah, that's a lot too. It's just
Who do you have the most mutual friends with?
I think Bgram. It's like over 300.
Dang, I think, let me see.
Dude, I was talking to a friend about that actually, and he was like, dude, you have more mutuals than him than I do on my whole friend, like my whole account.
Oh my gosh. That's insane. See, I have 160 with Embed. I might have more with Defi. I think.
How many do I have with him? I'm gonna have to turn off stream mode to check. With Embed, I have.
Oh, true.
Oh my god, I have 230 with Embed.
Dang, I have 211 with Defi. So I think Defi's my number one most mutuals right now.
I forgot what they changed their name to. Maybe it's private. I'd check if I could find it.
Okay, true. I was gonna say it out loud. I was like, wait a second.
I bet I'm in mutuals with them. I can find it. Like mutual servers. Let's see. Now I'm gonna look.
How many mutual servers do you and I have? Two mutual servers.
I just installed Discord.
Oh shit!
Vibrant server and GD. We have 93, but that's a lot still. That's so many.
That is a lot.
Mindcap is a lot. I have 295 with him.
Dang, we see Mindcap.
That is crazy. The number has gone down though, because I've had to unfriend like random people I never ever speak to for like years on end that I don't even really know of. And I feel bad for it's at 303 with Graham.
Dang, that's insane.
Like the people I've been unfriending are like people who've added me like 5 years ago, talked to me once, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I won't unfriend people that I recognize.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I've kind of combed through my GD friends list the same way. Like there's people who have like 0 uploaded levels, 0 profile posts. I'm like, how do I even know this person? And of course I don't recognize them at all. So it's like I have a mystery on my friends list.
I've unfriended. I forgot who I've unfriended like 2 people in GD to make room.
I've found an exact example. I'm gonna send this to you. Put it on stream if you want, but it's actually like I would literally just scroll through to just look, and it is an exact example of what I'm talking about. Who the frick is this? Delac 287377644. They have 1 uploaded level, and it's this. What are we doing here? That's so weird.
There are people I
be having mysterious.
Sometimes I'll friend people if their names are funny too. Like sometimes if I see one and their name is really funny, I'll friend them. Like I have dumbass. I have horny. That's another one.
me see if I have any bangers. I will unfriend Delac2873764.
I have Down syndrome, I think.
Down syndrome, that goes hard.
Dude, I have to check this now. I'm gonna check this. I have dumb as well. I had cum, because that was Chinese.
Oh shoot! Insane.
Let's see. I'm not going through this.
Dang, who the frick is this? Wait, who is this? There's someone on my friends list with 29 creator points, multiple epic rates, and I have no idea who it is because they changed their name. But their name is Digital Warp Star now, and that goes hard. Chat, dude, does anyone know who this is?
These people. Yeah, dude, I have GMD Beepus. Like, I don't even know who this is. Like, I must have friended this guy in like 2017.
Yeah, I have Flingus4, which is a pretty great one.
Grandma 6759. I don't know who this is.
That's so good.
I don't know.
Try to see if I have any banger names.
It's all just people I recognize for the most part.
Yeah.
This is a real life friend.
I got Handle My Bagel.
It's
real OGs remember Handle My Bagel.
Who's this? Yeah, like, I don't even know who this is. Dude, Jakers is a crazy one.
Jakers is crazy. I have Jaja's so funny. Oh my gosh. I have Jaquibo.
I'm trying to think. Like, I
have no idea how I have Jaquibo friended.
Who is Mr. Torino? I don't know.
Mr. Torino.
What's my favorite? Oh no, that question's not.
Oh my goodness! Super epicness with a 5. What's your favorite peace tea flavor? That is a hard question because I don't know if any of y'all listening have had the Canadian exclusive peace teas. I imported them a couple months back. Mind blowing. I think the strawberry lemonade peace tea is like, that's like elite tier. But if we're talking, sorry, I saw paper bag in the chat. If we're talking like purely vanilla, just like the standard peace tea flavors, I will say it also depends on where you live. Like city to city, your peace tea flavor is going to differ actually. But anyways, that's past the point. I think, oh, the mango one is so good. I don't know. My heart says raspberry because it's just like standard. Raspberry flavor kind of dookie. You are unbased. That's actually, I can't believe you'd say that.
Who said that? We're killing them.
Star. Get cooked. You're out of here.
You're dying with a rock. I've never tried
dying with a rock.
I'm just blindly taking the stand here.
Oh my gosh. You need to tap into peace tea. Peace tea is so good.
It's weird. I live in the South, but I don't drink tea that much.
Yeah, I used to not like tea at all, but Lowkey, a little bit of Milo's sweet tea from time to time, it kind of hits.
I used to like Milo. I didn't even think Milo was tea.
What? How? You gotta be thinking of something else.
I thought Milo was just like that drink mix. Wait, are we thinking of the same thing?
You need to look up and show me what you're talking about, because there's no way we're talking about the same thing right now.
I'm thinking of... Oh, Milo, this stuff. Wait, what the fuck was I thinking of?
What the frick? What is this?
Hold on. It's these tiny... It was these tiny little squirt packets. You're thinking of like the chocolate...
You're thinking of Mio?
Mio, yeah. Okay.
No, I'm not thinking... You're thinking of Mio. I'm thinking...
Mio. Yeah, no, I'm thinking of stuff. Yeah, you're thinking of Milo, right? It's like the chocolate milk.
No. Let me show you. There's
Milo's the shit.
We're thinking of a different Milos. Let me show you. This one's at Walmart. Shout out to Walmart.
I didn't even know
I'm not thinking about
in the West. Yeah, okay, yeah, I know what this
I've literally never seen that in my entire life.
Milo's sweet tea or something. Yeah.
Sweet tea. It's pretty good.
Dude, everywhere you go where I live, like they're like, you want a sweet tea or like a Coke? every restaurant is like, we have soda. Tea.
We have tea.
Try not to get a kidney stone when you're 20 challenge.
Banger challenge.
That metal straw is so loud.
I think I heard it the most recent time.
Oh god, it's loud. How do you turn streamer
Someone
mode back
mentioned
on, dude? I've never
Fonzie.
used Discord before. I just now tapped in.
Yeah, it's just auto on for me. Super Epic just mentioned Snow Apple is your personal favorite, which is interesting because the peace teas I drink, that flavor is called Snowberry, I think. Let me see.
Oh, it's
Snowberry
these.
peace
Yeah,
tea.
I've seen these. My favorite monster flavor is Zero Ultra.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
freaked with
I'm just
let me see.
googling monster. I'm doing research right now.
That is research. I freak with the what's the I think let me see. The Ruby Red Monster Ultra Zero is extremely good. I had that for
I
the
just
first time a
haven't
couple weeks ago,
I just
and
haven't
I freaked with it.
like expanded my palette. I think
I
regular
haven't.
Monster
I've only
Energy
tried like 3
tastes like
monsters.
9-volt batteries.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah, it literally like I feel like it tastes it. How do I describe this? The way it tastes makes me feel like I know exactly how much damage it's doing to my body and like my stomach lining.
Yeah, I mean that low-key makes sense.
Dude, that stuff will erase your stomach lining.
It'll erase it. I do freak with the white monsters though. I know that's like generic, but white monsters are good.
Yeah, it's good. It's just golden standard. It's like the fucking breakfast sampler of a. It's like the breakfast sampler at IHOP. It's golden standard, dude.
It really is. Oh, the IHOP is coming back in a big way.
Dude, I've had breakfast sampler. That's been in my vernacular for so long because of IHOP. I'll say that when making a comparison to like something that has to do with something that features a bit of everything. like
so funny.
Knots. Like Knots is the breakfast sampler of modern.
The breakfast sampler.
And this is
All the
this is
IHOP
how
heads
I
in
became
chat are
this
popping
way.
off. That's so funny.
This is why I'm like that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know half of these existed. The Lewis Hamilton.
There's so many monster flavors. It's kind of Lewis Hamilton. What the frick?
This looks good though. I used to drink Mountain Dew a lot. I'm not proud of it, but
yeah, I never got other than Baja Blast. I freak with the Baja
Blast
Blast.
is good. I used to love Pitch Black as well. Doritos, I still love Doritos. That never not gonna like those. I don't eat them a lot because like they're nothingness.
They are nothing but true.
They are nothing, but I can't stop. Maybe I'll get Doritos after this. Maybe I'll satisfy my craving. This is why am I googling?
Yeah, I haven't had a Dorito in a minute.
Yeah, please donate to fund my Dorito addiction.
Dorito addiction.
I mean, no, regular Mountain Dew's fine. Doritos are kind of bad.
I don't know if I've ever had regular Mountain Dew. I like the new trend of banning people who disagree with us.
Dude, I should be in a position of power.
Yeah. We get you in Congress. Holy shucks.
Ooh. Yeah, exactly. Now you're saying no. Yeah, you better change your mind right now. I want to hear you say Doritos are good.
Yeah, come on, let's go. Change your mind. Think different.
There's some Doritos in a basement. Okay, I don't love Doritos that much.
What's the
I do
what's
have
the
one
best
guilty
flavor then?
pleasure. Oh, I always see myself going back to spicy sweet chili, even though it's not my absolute favorite.
Yeah, that one is pretty good.
The purple bag is pretty fucking good. I think a gold standard is just nacho cheese. Cool Ranch is really good too.
True.
They feel hard to compare for what they are, because like they're just two chip flavors, but they feel so different.
They are pretty different, yeah. I know what you mean.
I feel like nacho cheese is the kind of thing that like that only a very cultured person would grab, and it's like you're going to your friend's house and it's there. I feel like Cool Ranch is like in a bowl in an office.
Maybe. I mean, I could kind of see it, I guess.
Yeah, because people
For me,
working at
Cool Ranch is
like a corporate job don't really understand, and so they're like, oh, just get that.
well, true. But like red Doritos, like the nacho cheese Doritos or whatever the frick they're called, that's so basic. It's almost like getting just original chips. Like, what are you doing? If you're going to a party, I'm bringing out the blue Doritos, the Cool Ranch. I feel like that's going to be more widely
chips,
liked.
no flavor.
I'm bringing just tortillas. We can cook them ourselves.
Yeah, you have an air fryer? Let's make them. That'd be fun.
Oh god, air fried tortilla chips.
Would that would work though, right? Because tortillas, like, that's just chips are tortillas. They're just like...
True.
Dude, I'm thinking about how weird that is that chips exist like that now.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, we figured out that if we take a tortilla and just fry it and then cut it up into little shapes, we can... Like, it's this little thin thing that we can flavor heavily and just eat.
I mean, you described this like it's a discovery. I don't think we discovered.
Well, but like it was a discovery chips. At one point.
I don't know. I feel like that was probably pretty planned. They're like, well, we're gonna fry these tortillas and we're gonna season them.
God has planned this. I just wonder like who the first person to like make chips like was like. I wonder if they were like.
I feel like potato chips are more like. Actually, what came first, potato chips or tortilla chips? I wonder.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking about potatoes the whole time, and since I'm like fucked up a little bit, I couldn't like connect the two in my head because I was thinking potato chips are completely different, and they're not that different.
They're pretty different. Let me see. It says potato chips came first. They're believed to have originated in Saratoga Springs, New York, in 1853.
Didn't it happen
made by Chef George Crumb?
George Crumb?
George Crumb.
Dude.
It's crazy.
His whole family's leaving crumbs all behind, dude.
That's true.
That's a generational crumbs.
What the frick? Doritos was the first nationally available brand of commercially produced tortilla chips.
Really?
That's crazy.
What? You're kidding, right?
That's actually insane. Yeah, because similar fried tortilla pieces have existed in Mexican cuisine for a long time with dishes like totopos and tostadas and examples.
What is this?
Oh, you don't mess with the pocket tacos, wherever the frick they're called.
This is real? I thought that was AI.
I mean, it does look a little confusing, but I know that's a real thing people eat.
Oh.
I've never had it, but it sounds good on concept. It'll be like street food where they sell a bag of Doritos and they put like a bunch of taco ingredients in there and they like shake up the bag and you just eat it.
I'm going to Taco Bell after this.
Oh, I'm low-key thinking I might hit Taco Bell after this. I could go for a Taco Bell.
Dude,
it's late enough that like...
Are they close for me? Hold on.
My Taco Bell closes at like 4 a.m. It's
2 a.m. Dude, we are so back. Holy fuck.
We're set.
The one on the other side of town closes at 4. We are so back, dude. It's actually unbelievable.
Never been so
movement. Back. Like, dude, we're having daily motion right here.
Daily motion.
Dude, I'm gonna upload to Daily Motion after this. I'm moving off YouTube. That's how intense it's getting.
Daily Motion.
That comes from a tweet. Somebody was like, I forget what it was. Somebody was asking for advice, or like, how do I watch this video or something? And someone said Daily Motion, and then someone said, I appreciate the compliment, but like that didn't answer the question. And now I'm addicted to saying Daily Motion.
That's so funny. Oh, I heavily mess with Daily Motion. This is
why I can't quit Twitter. Because I'm never gonna like figure out amazing ways of words like that if I don't use it.
Right. You're too right.
I am pro Twitter addiction.
Pro Twitter addiction.
I bet if I open it right now, I'll find some hilarious shit in like 5 seconds.
I wish I could be so lucky.
Just raw dogged a 15-minute drive. No texting, no gaming, no hitting pedestrians. There was one tweet I saw that was so fucking funny. There's so many good accounts, dude.
It's true.
Many. Wasabi makes
So many
me
good accounts, and I don't
aggressive,
follow
but the
any of
soy
them.
sauce calms me down. Dude, this is my private account's retweets.
That's so funny.
Dude, like, I can't stop. There's something about the way
The
the
addiction is too real.
tweets are like on the screen with words that are just so funny.
Yeah,
something
the
about
context does really add to it.
All right, I'm closing it. This is the last one I'll show you.
I've never seen the rain.
Dude,
that is a banger.
Every level creators have never finished, have never seen the rain.
True. This
Holy
is so
fuck.
sad.
Dude, if that's not motivation for finishing levels, I don't know what is.
You're right.
They've never seen the
Well, what if I
rain
just went
of
and
people
built my
playing it.
unfinished level in the rain? Like, we could just do that.
That'd be funny. You just get a motivation
Show your levels
boost.
the rain today.
You get a huge motivation boost. You just start building on stream, and when anyone asks about it, you're just saying this level's never seen the rain.
It's got to see the rain. Come on, guys. This is how Jonathan GD builds his levels. When he spends 45,000 hours on a single one.
Dude, he's still building that one level, I think.
Yeah, and it's in 2.1 too. Like, that's insane.
Oh my god. I think I remember talking to him about
Bro's
that.
editor
Like,
has not
that
seen the
must be
rain.
like itching away at him. The fact that 2.2 stuff is right there, and like the constraint is purposeful. It's just like,
Yeah, that'd be insane. I don't understand how you can build stuff like that and not have other projects
dude,
going on.
he's
Like, how
got
can that be
daily
your
motion,
only
dude.
focus?
With how much he creates,
He does have daily motion.
dude. Like,
He has bi-yearly motion.
bi-yearly motion. Dude, I wonder, like, oh my god, I can't. That's so funny, dude. I'm just gonna say daily motion for like the next 2 weeks now, and I'm not gonna shut up about it.
I might start.
I'm gonna show up to your stream and ask if you're having daily motion now.
I'll be having daily motion.
Just show up to say something unrelated. You're like, before you say it, yes, I
Like,
am
oh,
having
shoot, daily motion.
I am having daily motion right now.
I got like
I
flashbacks.
know my ankles are not bruised.
The obscure dream references.
Oh god.
About the boards with nails in it in the road.
Imagine making like a whole level revolved around multiple dreams you've had like that. Getting all your designs.
I thought about
like
doing
that.
something like that.
That'd be cool.
It'd be really cool.
I feel like that must be like how JF made his shit. Your brain on drugs, that must
Probably.
have been from like some shit. That must have
He was
conjured
on
up
some
in a dream.
substances for sure. I don't know if it's
Dude, he was
confirmed,
Dude, he was
but
on
I'm
life.
like 99% sure.
When-
It was life and probably lots of
Dude,
weed.
when he had daily motion, no arson, bro. That shit was
No arson.
dude like the
Daily
dude,
motion, no arson.
Dude, JF pre-arson motion.
Arson. I don't even know when the arson happened. So
I don't
we might
know.
be right
I think it was
about
like
this.
2016 or something. It's a long time ago.
Oh,
That
that's
seems like
insane.
something like
yeah,
a 14-year-old
pre-arson
would do.
JF motion was crazy. Yeah, I don't know. JF was I've heard some things about
Pre-arson?
JF.
Oh my god. Yeah, I have too. I know what he's doing now. It's really awesome.
I think I know what he's doing now. It is really awesome.
I
if
don't
we're
wanna
thinking about the same
say-
thing.
But yeah.
If you know, you know. If you're tapped in
Yeah.
like that, you're tapped in.
Dude, if you're tapped in, if you're on the right altitude, you get it.
Oh, shucks. You cooked with that one and no one's ever going to know. But I knew. I knew and I appreciated it.
Fuck, you're bringing attention to it. They might know now.
No, it's fine. We'll move on. They're never going to guess.
That was a pretty fiery topic. Dude, I can't stop. I can't stop. I just get a DM from JF like, fuck you.
Like, Bryce on the podcast. Why would you do that to me?
Dude, let me go on and defend myself. I would love for him to talk about the arson thing. That'd actually be kind of funny.
Bro, get JF on the podcast. That'd be lit.
That'd be cool. I don't think he'd ever do something like that though. Maybe he would.
He did an interview with somebody a couple years ago. Like far beyond after he quit GD. Yeah.
All right, I'm Googling this.
It was actually sick. Let me look this up.
Show JF Starlit Panera. I bet he's seen it. Oh, Uppy GD. Is it this one?
Where Uppy's a goat. He did like a video series playing and ranking every single JF level, and then he got an interview with him, which is so sick. I know who this is.
Yeah. I have contact with him, like, from other people. I could totally ask.
That'd be sick.
I doubt that would happen. Another strategy I've been doing for attempting to get people on that might initially say no is like being like, okay, well, is there anybody that like would want to come on with you that would make you more comfortable with it? Like so for N-Switch, I got Seb on.
That's a good idea.
Which is like a close friend of them, which helps a lot.
Yeah.
And just stuff like that helps a lot, I think. I feel like it would. I feel like it'd make them a little more comfortable.
That's an extremely good idea.
Dude, our motion is just like daily though. I don't think we have to worry about that here. But
our motion is currently daily, yeah. Motion is giving daily
levels
vibes.
Of daily motion hitherto undreamt of. Oh my god.
Unforeseen levels of motion on the daily.
Dude, literally. Dude, do you want me to tell you how my friend like met JF like unintentionally?
Sure.
I'm not gonna say it here, but I'm gonna DM it to you. I don't know if you know what this is. It's because they were in the same town as a friend of mine. Yeah. I'm not gonna like say that publicly, but like, do you know what that is?
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yeah, I know what that is. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe. Oh, that's so funny.
That's the whole reason. Like, some people that I talk to have like direct contact still. It's because of that.
Oh man,
just like, dude. Oh my god.
I love it. That's so funny.
Actually, crazy. I guess that's what happens when you bark the right tree.
That is. I can't believe you'd say something so nonsensical and unrelated like that. That's the kind of daily motion we got going right now.
I was enjoying this ice water. Can you say that again?
Oh, I actually already forgot what I was saying. So.
Okay.
That's good.
I feel like
do you want to take some questions from the? It's fine.
Sure.
Do you want to take some questions from the Q&A for the YouTube post?
Oh yeah, dude, I forgot about that. I just started doing YouTube. Let's see. You can read them out if you want. I'll do it too. Just depends on the motion we got going on.
Motion is if it's daily kind of motion, we can definitely do it either way.
I'll do it. Right, so okay. A lot of them are pretty general, so I skip a decent amount of these. Oh yeah, this is what I was going to touch on.
I mean, I don't mind general questions either.
I was going to touch on something that this question reminded me of, and it was about the icon stereotypes. Like, when is the 2.2 version coming out?
Oh my gosh,
that's going to take a while.
I can't even imagine. Well, gosh dang, I can't believe people flipping still remember icon stereotypes. I thought that was going to be my legacy, but thankfully it is no longer my legacy.
Thankfully, your motion is pretty incredible.
My motion has been daily ever since. Sorry. If I were to ever make a flip, I mean, to be fair, it's like, on one hand, I wouldn't even make it because, like, most icons are still unavailable because they're, like, 2.11 stuff. Oh, so it's like, I couldn't even do all of the icons. I'd have to do it like Vortrox did, where you just, like, select a couple instead of doing literally every single icon. That would take forever, though. That'd be, like... There's, like, 700 in just 2.2.
That's not that bad.
That's not that bad. 700? The video would be like an hour and a half long.
Oh, dude. With the type of motion I've been on in the past, dude, I made a 4-hour video one time. That's gonna be like just an average Thursday for me. That's gonna be some
average Thursday after this motion.
Actually, downloading all the PNGs is gonna be annoying. But...
oh my gosh. it would literally end my life. Like it would be over for me at that point.
Don't
My
say
motion
that,
would cease.
because the motion would stop. Yeah.
The motion would stop. Well, that's why I'm not doing it.
Well, then it wouldn't be motion.
You're right.
It would be
You're
stillness.
Right. It would be stillness, daily stillness.
Make a Twitter account called Daily Stillness and just never post.
That's stupid.
That's fucking stupid. I didn't say that.
I do follow Daily Stillness for my daily stillness.
Oh, okay. Green Cookie, I'm glad you choke yourself to the podcast.
Oh!
That was a question in there I just saw.
I like it.
I don't know how I feel about that motion, but, you know, whatever.
Questionable motion.
Questionable motion. Dude, someone should make a GD level called that, where the move triggers are like weird and unpredictable.
That would be a banger level.
My ideas are just flowing like molasses right now. Flowing like Hawaii
I had a level,
lava, bro.
Oh shoot, that's a deep cut reference. I had a level that was gonna be called New Setting that just used a bunch of like really unusual settings for triggers, and it was gonna be like designed really weirdly, but I just haven't made it yet.
Did you gotta get on that?
I gotta get the motion.
Let me check the Twitter post. They'll probably have more.
Questionable motion, but it's just like a motion by Taman remake. But questionable.
Dude, if that ever got daily, you know what that would mean, right?
What? Oh my gosh, daily motion. You're right. I get it.
And then Taman would have to come back again.
He would. Dude, I have Taman friended in GD.
Dude, I'm so jealous of that. I know multiple people who do, and I wish like he knew who I was. Like, because I don't know how the frick he knows who I am. Be like, bro, it's time.
It's time. That'd be so sick. He sent me a friend request too, which was like bewildering. Like, how the frick do you discover me?
Dude, that's like God coming down and like holding your hand.
Well, that is. It literally is. I've had some insane. I don't like talking about GD friends because it always like I don't want to come off like I'm flexing.
Yeah.
But I've had some insane GD friends list moments.
Dude, I don't have Vibrant anymore. Do you know the story?
No, what happened?
Dude, all right, this is actually really funny. I was testing out a bug, and this is dumb. Like I talked to him about it too. We laughed about it. But
yeah,
there was a period of time where he thought I was mad at him for some reason about something, and I had him on GD, and I was testing out a bug because I remember very vividly a long time ago. Correct me if I'm wrong, to those listening, but I'm pretty sure if you used to send someone a message in the game, if you deleted the sent message, I'm pretty sure it also used to delete it on their end. And
really,
we were just calling one time, and I was being really stupid, and I sent him maybe like 10 messages on GD, and all the messages were, "Are you mod? Can you send my level ID?" and then a huge number. And so I was just being like stupid in a call, like for a joke, and then I went and deleted all the sent messages, and then I was like, wait, and then I had to test this to make sure, like, am I fucked? And so I tested it with a friend, and then I was like, oh no. and then some time goes by, and Vibrant tweets a screenshot of me sending him one of the messages and says like nice level and tags me. And he thought I was mad. He thought I was mad at him.
Dang.
I don't know why, but
that's cooked.
And it was just like this huge misunderstanding that I was like, I'm not even gonna explain this. And then he unfriended me.
It'd be like that.
It's okay though. I don't hold anything against him. It is really funny though. I still think it's funny.
Yeah.
In hindsight, it's
a crazy story.
And I don't think it's funny because I'm like after him. I think it's funny because it's really harmless.
Yeah.
And like nothing like the best thing that could happen is the outcome that happened, which is like we talked about it way later and laughed about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I still think it's so funny, dude. I remember how funny it was, like finally getting the opportunity to explain to him like what actually happened. being
Yeah.
like, obviously, like, this doesn't matter anymore, but I'm gonna tell you anyway because it's funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe I'll ask him to add me back. I hate doing that. I don't like doing that. But
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
sure
send
if I
people friend
asked,
requests on like
maybe he'd do
Discord
it.
or GD for that reason. It stresses me out.
I just add everybody, like on GD and Discord.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not really afraid to like send friend requests, but I guess it's easier for someone like me to do that because like I already have the daily motion. Like everything's been built. You know, we've been bricklaying for years, so it's a bit easier.
True. I have not been bricklaying for years.
No.
I've been bricklaying for like
You
maybe
have. Dude, your
maybe
house
weeks.
can withstand the big bad wolf. I don't want to hear that shit.
True.
My house, dude.
But also, I haven't been around for that long.
Have you not?
That goes hard. No, well, I mean, I got creator points in like 2022, and I only had an online.
I got creator points in 2020.
I was not. Well, I was trying to get creator points in 2020, but I was failing.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
I got creator points in 2022, and then I only really had an online presence. After it was like 2021 January is where I like started using Discord. So before then, people literally just did not know who I was.
That's such a weird thing to think about because I've been using it since 2016. Dude, Voxy has such a similar thing. Voxy started using Discord in like 2022 or something.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
And like I remember talking to them about it, and they were just like, I don't know, I just never used it. I was like, because that's such a weird thing to me because I've used it for so long.
That is very true. I mean, I only. Skype. Oh yeah, the Skype days. I've heard many stories.
Oh yeah, the original.
Yeah, it also doesn't help that like. Yeah, I mean, I've heard stories of that, but like, what's it called? I'm also just a lot younger than most of like the prominent people in the community when I was still there. Like, Woolsey's pretty similar to me in age, but even he's like, I think 21 or 22. I'm over here chilling at 19.
Yeah, 19 is like, that's a 4-year age gap with me. Like, that's how old I feel.
That's crazy.
Yeah. When I was 19, what was I even doing when I was 19? That was before I took YouTube more seriously. I don't even know what I was. That was 2021. I think I was just playing Roblox and fucking off all day. I don't know.
I respect it.
Oh yeah, respect the grind. The motion was worse back then. We were a lot slower. We were pomegranate molasses. Like
pomegranate molasses. I like it. Dragon fruit molasses.
Oh yeah. Dude, motion was as bad as the way a dragon fruit tastes. It was as bad as that banana earlier.
Dude, it was bad as that one banana you ate that one time.
Dude, I'll go have another one for the love of the game.
For the game, for the hate of the game.
Dude, this reminds me. I made a tweet the other day on an account. It was something like because sometimes we have moments in group chats where we just start just molding completely and we're just saying words. And I remember I was like, dude, I just got a good tweet idea, and I unironically tweeted something like, the FDA is doing a disease lottery on lettuce.
Disease lottery.
Disease lottery, bro. Trader Joe's lettuce. Go tap in. The lucky winner dies.
The disease lottery. Lucky winner dies. I like it.
No, but dude, you could turn that into content too. Like, if you ever like bite into a bad like head of lettuce, you should just do like a deathbed subathon.
Oh, true. Deathbed subathon. It ends when either people stop subscribing or I die.
As far as my mom's concerned, that's a terrible idea. Imagine explaining that to your family. Just be like, no, I don't want you guys to. I don't want you guys to be around for my last moments. I'd rather stream.
I want Twitch chat.
I'd rather be around chat.
I need chat. Chat. I see the light.
Someone donates. Do you see the light yet? No. Like it becomes like TTS. Yeah, life support subathon.
That's so funny. Life support.
Yeah, the idea was like when the timer runs out, like when the sub count timer runs out, like the life support gets turned off.
Oh, that's so good. Oh my gosh, that's
dude,
insane.
That's
actually,
content. You probably get banned, but that's content. Dude.
That's Mr. Beast's final act on this earth is doing that.
Dude, I wonder
in
what
80
would
years
turn
when Mr. Beast is ready
into,
to
like,
die.
the Joker.
Probably not much. He's probably there, and we just don't know it.
Dude, he's definitely got demons. I just don't know what kind.
Oh yeah.
I have demons. I have 2 on my account, but I wonder what.
Oh shoot. He
dude,
probably
that was
any.
like that motion.
Or doesn't even have career points. Thinking back on that Mr. Beast motion, it's kind of like daily, low key.
Dude, Mr. Beast should upload onto Daily Motion with the kind of daily motion he has.
I think you're right.
All the comments are going to be like, can you stop talking? Actually, I hope all the comments on this episode are talking about Daily Motion.
I hope so too. I hope I see a timestamp for every time Daily Motion was mentioned.
And then I hope there's someone replying to all of them saying like, I appreciate the compliment.
This is a great idea.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, you can create your own world.
You're right.
And like the world that I'm going to
create our own motion.
The world that's going to be created as a result of this is from the words that we're saying. You know, we're cultivating culture.
We're weaving worlds with our words.
Dude, World Weaver? Oh my god. I've never seen this kind of activity before. This is volcanic.
It is.
Dude, this episode's actually registering on the Richter scale.
That's so stupid. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, dude. Oh god. And you know what's really funny about the way I talk too?
What?
I translate these kind of analogies to like GD level reviewing too. Like on when I'm streaming level requests. Yeah. I just love making like weird comparisons like that. I think I was comparing block design in a level to like pottery one time, saying like you just got to make it exist, and then you can like dip your hands all over it, and then like form it into your own pot or mug or whatever you want. Dude, the editor is just pottery. It's just digital pottery.
Digital pottery. I like it.
I'm coming up with so much shit. We're actually so back.
Yeah. You've never been backer.
5 earthquake. Now that's motion.
Magnitude 6.5. I was going to say a word after that, but Lowkey, it escaped me.
It escaped you?
The drip quake. Magnitude 6 wave reveal.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about the world right now.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about all the
many such cases.
It's the funniest episode. Like
I love
easily. It. Like I don't know if this is gonna top like Mindcap, but it's really fucking good. Dude, I can't stop thinking about Daily Motion. Fuck you. Even though I said that.
I was saying, you're the one who's
pointing fingers at you. Like it's your fault.
My motion was too daily.
Dude.
It's spreading.
Dude, if I just locked in on the editor, dude, oh my god, bro. My levels would actually have MSRP. Dude, they'd have sticker prices.
MSRP. You could find my levels on Walmart if I locked in.
Dude, Watch Mojo would be making videos about my levels if I just tried harder.
Ooh, yes. It's a matter of days before.
Dude, I'm surprised there's no like GD version of Watch Mojo.
There's no what?
I'm surprised there's no like GD version of Watch Mojo.
That's true.
Like
GD that has to have existed.
What would you even
like
call
top 10 extreme demons in geometrydash? Like what the frick? That's a thing.
Am I gonna make that grief?
What
video?
The frick? I said that, and then I typed into YouTube top 10 hardest, and immediately it came up with the first result as verbatim what I just said. Top 10 hardest demons in geometrydash.
No, but I mean like the Watch Mojo style of somebody commentating the whole time. And like the
True.
whole channel.
The budget
like,
for GD is not high enough for that. That'd be sick though.
I mean, yeah. Why do you think
I'd
I'm doing
watch.
this? No one's doing this.
Exactly.
Well, okay.
That's how our motion is this year.
Let me not have my motion get tainted by my egotistical statement.
Tainted motion.
Some people are doing this. We got some competition in the space now, which I love. I love seeing it. Secret Way has started making unfiltered conversations with GD people. They've done Zoink and
those are hype.
Oh yeah, this seemed really hype. There's a Russian person that's doing interviews too with like Popoff and Doggy, stuff like that. Of course, I'm biased because I'm biased to my own motion, so I love this more. But and Colin, awesome, good stuff. We love to see it. I hope Vortrax comes on here one day.
That'd be cool. Vortrax is a really cool dude, actually.
Oh yeah, I could like leak something, which was like a little bit unfortunate. When we had more momentum and consistency doing this, he initially was down to do it, but then we were so lazy, he eventually changed his mind. I mean, maybe he got busy, but I'm probably just
true.
I'm sure he's a fucking busy guy.
Yeah,
for sure.
He's got motion. Dude, he's got motion. I can't even fathom.
Yeah, like, dude, I can't even understand the way he moves. He's probably waking up at like 8 a.m. every day. That's really normal. Let me think. Let me try that. He's probably waking up at 5 a.m. every day, slamming a mocha.
That's slightly less normal. Slamming a mocha,
pounding some water. Coffee, getting ready. Oh yeah, no, like, dude. He's got that Tom Brady jug of water, the one that you can't fit in your car cup holder. He's got that one.
True.
And he's hydrated, he's focused, and he's in his lane. There's no traffic on his streets.
In his lane. No traffic on his streets.
Exactly.
No traffic in his neighborhood.
Because he owns the street. Everyone else is taking the bus.
Dude.
Everyone else is on the train.
Oh.
He runs shit. Dude, he runs those lights. You're right. The lights are never red where he lives.
He controls the lights, dude. This is serious motion, as we've formerly discussed.
Vortrax actually does have really, really good branding, too. Like, his icons are branded super, super well.
For real.
Like the green.
I wish I want to achieve that someday.
Oh, you can make it.
But I mean, I feel like I could. I just low-key haven't done it yet.
Oh, dude, get on it. It's time. It's time to change.
I don't even have... Yeah, the profile photo I have on Twitter isn't even the one I use for YouTube, like the one on screen currently, because I just used the stupid photo of Reshiram that I chose haphazardly at age like 12 when I made my channel.
Oh, but dude, that's etched into like everything now. That's like a part of you.
Exactly. That's why it's cooked. How am I supposed to get icon branding if my profile picture is just Reshiram?
Dude, I feel that because on Discord, or at least on Discord, I reached a point where I just stopped caring about my profile picture, and at one point a couple years ago, I just started making it like random shit. There was literally a period where my profile picture was a screenshot of the calculator.
That goes hard though.
Because I felt like I was overthinking it too much.
Yeah, I mean, there's some truth there.
Don't worry, it'll live on in your heart if you ever change it.
True, that is very true.
And the past isn't real. It just exists in your mind.
Right. The past just happened.
Yeah, it's been happening.
It's been happening.
Dude, the motion is now.
The motion is current.
Oh my god, that was crazy. That was sick. Dude, the endless fucking universe flows, dude. Oh my god.
Heck yeah. Bro, I'm proud of that quote.
Dude, we are actually like in the information river.
Information river. The output spring right there.
Oh my god, dude. We are in the hot springs of Iceland right now. We are in Reykjavik territory.
Holy.
Dude, we got that. Dude, we're making that kind of moves.
I thought you were going to say motion again.
This is just turned into saying shit, and I love it.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm trying to look at the bullet point list to see if there's anything we could discuss.
A lot of it's like...
Here, you look at it. I want you to choose.
Generally questionary. All right, let's see.
That's fine.
Oh, dude. All right, dude. This is a good one because I'm kind of a believer of this. I think because I love creating so much and I just love the creating community and I love seeing what people can make. I think 2.2 is like the best update ever. Like ever.
Yeah.
Dude, not to glaze, but no, but actually though, like, because you're a way more experienced creator than I am. And so I just want to know your thoughts on like just how much of evolution 2.2 really is for optimization, creating certain things easier, leveling the playing field, making it possible to just create so much more. Like,
that is very true.
We both created in 2.1 too. And, you know, a lot of those constraints just don't exist anymore. Like making difficult shapes you can warp. You want to make text as a geomod. It's like stuff like that.
Oh my gosh. For real. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, just on that topic, sometimes I'll go back and look at old footage of like creating in 2.1, or I'll even just go back and look at my 2.1 levels. And it's like actually shocking. It's like I can't even fathom the fact that I used to create that way, given that it's so much easier to do everything in 2.2.
Yes.
And it's like for a long time before 2.2 ever dropped, I would hear people being like, oh, it's going to make it, you know, it's not going to be niche anymore. All these effects are going to just be easy, so it's not going to be impressive. But like, at what point does your whole identity of creating revolve around the fact that it was difficult to do? You know, like, is there really any substance in what you create if the only reason you value it is because it was like challenging on your, you know, with limitations? Like, limitations are valid, but the creating experience is always going to be so much more vast and interesting when those limitations are optional and not just required. And that's what 2.2 has done more than anything else, I think, is just relieve those limitations. And I think it's been amazing to see what stuff is like actually possible and not just like theoretical come to life. Like the gosh dang 3D part in Aperture, I think about a lot. It's like that part's not even that difficult. It's not even that hard to make. And like
the new Darwin level
in 2.1, oh my gosh, yeah, the Darwin level. Oh,
dude, this is so why I love creators so much because it's just all like just saying like that level and then just everyone at the same time like, oh my god.
Exactly. Actually, you know
we just love shit. You know?
Heck yeah.
Like we're critical.
There's a video
but like
I want you to watch.
It's fun to like stuff.
Oh, absolutely. I think that's the most fun part of being part of the community.
Yeah.
But you mentioning this, I think there's a video that if you haven't seen, you'd really like. Have you ever heard of Chris Pichet?
I have not.
He's a Pokemon YouTuber, but he's the guy who made the song for Big Feet.
Oh, he made a video. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about now. I watched the video.
Okay, awesome.
That video is great.
That video's so good.
That video is so good.
He put it so perfectly to where like I was like, wow, that is really what makes the community special. I think he said something like, I don't know. He just discussed the fact that it's a community of people who just love creating and just try over and over again to make something better than what came before it. And I think that's like so powerful and so cool. And it made me, it like made me reappreciate what I loved so much about, you know, the ecosphere of creating.
That video is so good. I remember the part where he starts going in the editor and he's just like, what?
He's like, what?
Because it's so complex. It's like Blender and it has to be. You know?
Yeah, for real.
You can't make such specificity without it. And it's excellent for it. I still think the editor
so good.
Doesn't get enough praise. Like, of course, stuff could be better in it, but like...
Well, yeah, but still, it's like, it's really good.
That also reminds me...
I mean, there are some bugs, but like, come on.
That also reminds me, the artist I used, the songs from the artist I used in both of my rated levels, I've known him for forever. And he is also rudimentary. I don't know if that's the right word. Sometimes he'll like talk to me and say like, by the way, thanks for showing GD my music.
That's sick.
And
that's so cool.
That feels pretty cool. Because like he doesn't this. I don't know if this is controversial to say, but I feel like he's an established enough artist. I feel like he doesn't need GD, but like he has the same appreciation as the artist that Chris Peach has, where it's like, dude, I didn't even know about this world at all.
Yeah, it's
and like
so
people
cool.
are just making like mosaics in this game,
for real,
revolving like just combining with the music. It's like that scene from Ratatouille where Remy bites into the fruit. Like it's literally like that. Like, and I didn't even know.
It is very similar to Ratatouille.
Yeah, and it's just like as you said, it's crazy.
It is, and it's so awesome because it's also there's absolutely kind of a negative aura around artists, like musicians interacting with the GD community, because a lot of the times interactions like that have gone south, where it's like back in the day, if a popular level used a song, the entire comment section was just flooded with not things about the music, just unrelated garbage about some random level that the musicians probably never heard of. And I don't know if that has changed since like the 2019 2018 kind of era. I hope it has, because it sucked and it made it like almost taboo for people to like discuss geometrydash with the music artists who made the songs for levels. But from what I've seen recently, I mean, musicians see what goes on in GD a lot more, just because geometrydash has gotten so much bigger, and I haven't seen something like that happen in a long time, which is awesome.
That's something I don't think about either, just how much bigger the game is now. Because I've been playing for so long. Like, I remember when the game was dead. Like, 2018, that was the worst the game ever was. And, like,
that's very true.
I just forget that this game is, like, a top charts game now.
It is. It's awesome. I'm so glad that it is.
That's so weird to think about, because it feels like... Because I feel like for me, maybe you too, like, it's always felt like my little niche. For a long time. You
really don't hear it.
And so like I don't really make that connection that it's like so mainstream now, because it's like it's never felt that way until it is recently.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. And I think when it really started to click with me that like, dang, people do kind of know about geometrydash, because I feel like it is still rare to hear people talk about it like in culture, in media at all. Like someone outside the community, what do they know about it? It's not referenced outside of people who are like in the core community.
There. You seen the Captain Disillusion thing?
I did see that. That was so funny. oh man. God. Well, like I think I remember when I Spy by Voxy came out, like for the very first time, and that was doing like crazy daily motion on like TikTok. I remember seeing a video of it just like on my regular Instagram, and it was like 600,000 likes. I was like, holy frick. Like people who haven't seen this game since their childhood are seeing this level, and that's like insane. And I think we've seen that again with like Skeletal, which is really awesome that levels can reach the outside that way.
Yeah, like, and it's also bringing people back, like who had only briefly played the game years and years and years ago too.
Exactly, and I think that's really cool
crazy. You know, level's crazy when it brings back, especially like ancient creators too.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Like I remember when Timon came back.
I wonder what brought him back.
I don't know. I bet someone had contact with them. There's a lot of people in the community that would just have that kind of thing, that people say that about me a lot, but dude, there are some people where it's like, how do you even?
Yeah, for real. I don't be having contact with like anybody, bro.
Do you want to know someone who I did try to contact and they blocked me?
Oh no, who?
Triaxis.
Oh my gosh. Wait, how the frick did you contact Triaxis?
Okay, so I'm not going to say what they're doing, but a couple years ago, I did some digging and I found out what they were up to.
Yeah.
And I ended up finding their community and like what community they were in. So, and then I found a Discord server that they were a part of. And I still have never told anybody. I've never told anybody like for a long, long, long time until I made that tweet like a week ago saying like I'm the only GD person. I think I'm the only one to be blocked by them on Discord. I had never told anybody either. I've still have never told anybody what their Discord is either. But
of course,
I had written out this. I had pre-written out this huge message being like as respectful as possible, literally just saying
Yeah.
like, hey, this is TLDR, basically just saying like, hey, I know you're like so far beyond the game now that like there's no way you would ever want to do this, but I'm letting you know that if you ever want to come on this show, the door will be open.
Yeah.
And it was way more respectful than that. Like
Of course.
very respectful. And I was trying to make it as clear as possible that one, I have no intentions of telling them anything, like how, like telling other people like who they are, what they're up to, and that I respect whatever opinion they have, blah blah blah. And so I have DMs off on Discord, so I had this whole message written out, and then I went into the server to tag them and ask them if I could DM them. This is where the mistake happened. They probably would block me either way, but this is where the fuck up happened because I tagged them and I asked if I could DM them, and I'm pretty sure they clicked on my account, saw that it was GD related, and blocked me instantly.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, dang.
And I talked to some people about that, and like some people were like angry with me about it. Some people were like, well, that sucks. I mean, like, and it's like, again, it's as I said, like, I still respect their decision. Yeah. But I will acknowledge that I do think it's kind of silly that it's been 10 years almost now, and they still seem to be that traumatized by it. And I'm not like trying to demeanor how they feel. I just thought that was really surprising.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, especially because it's been that long too.
True. I mean, some stuff like that in life is just you work, you try so hard to distance yourself from for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And I can imagine, especially if you had to like, quote unquote, obviously not this, it ain't that deep, but like track them down and find what they're up to.
It wasn't that hard.
That would Lowkey. Well, okay, yeah, that's fair. But still, it is kind of nuts.
Yeah.
I feel like they low-key elusive. And it's too bad because
they seem happier with what they're doing now, and I'm all for that.
That's good to hear.
I really, if anything, I wish I could have sent the message at all, just so they would understand that I'm not trying to be like a bitch about it. That's really the only thing that like made me feel kind of bad. Because like I didn't even get to say anything.
True, yeah.
Yeah, and as you're saying in the chat, I definitely would have been blocked either way. But I just wish I would have been able to at least send the message that I wrote, because I didn't get to say anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I know what you mean.
That's the part that like made me kind of upset. Because it's like, well, I hope they don't think I'm some annoying kid.
Exactly. That would bug me in probably the same way it bugs you.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's like, I've thought about making videos about like the history of Neo design as a style, and it would talk about like Presta, Defi, JF, and I thought about like reaching out to JF, just like asking them about stuff, because I reached out to Defi and I interviewed them for the video a long time ago. And I thought about like reaching out to JF, but at the same time, I would be mortified if somebody I looked up to so much like had just the worst impression of me ever. Like, I don't want to come off as like, just some dumb kid who don't know what he's doing, bugging some guy who's been away from the game for, however many years. So that's kind of warded me off from contacting him. And Lowkey, anybody else. I have such an awful issue with just being too nervous to DM anybody first, for basically just the reasons I've explained.
I get that. I think JF is more relaxed now. I think it wouldn't be that I don't think it'd be that crazy now to like just see what he says,
Maybe not, but who knows? I respect one just like staying in their lane.
Funny, like,
yeah, that is crazy.
I'm definitely the like only GD person who's reached out to them in forever too.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I get exactly what you mean. I mean, dude, I'm so different about this now. Like, I'll DM anybody.
Yeah.
As long as you can get over that mental hump of just like not really caring about it. Like,
yeah.
You realize how silly it kind of is in hindsight about being like, why am I like afraid?
Yeah, exactly. It's very true.
Like, even like reaching out to like EVW when he was on here. Like,
Yeah.
all I did was tag him in like this niche server that was like a content creation, like for some video that's still not out yet, actually. You know who you are if you're listening,
Crazy.
get on it. But
Oh shoot.
I just remember tagging him and saying like, "Can you friend me so I can DM you?" And then I just asked him, and he was like, "Sure, let's do it." And
That's
so
pretty hype.
I think not reaching out to people and being too scared, I think ultimately just ends up with regret, you know?
I think you're right, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
so
definitely
I
true.
would say like, just see what JF says, you know?
Maybe so.
That's my advice. Or that's my recommendation.
Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause
I've
we have
been
contact
told
with
similar
him.
things too. Yeah, I mean I have a mutual friend who talks to him all the time.
Oh, I know exactly who it is, I bet.
Yeah, who?
Well, I'm not gonna say.
Well, no, say it.
Well, no, because I don't remember if it's exactly that person. Because the one I'm thinking of, like, I don't think you know them.
Oh, then maybe not then.
I mean, I can DM it to you.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's the friend who that I told you about.
Oh.
I don't even know if you know this person either.
I might know of them if I don't know them personally.
My favorite thing to do on the podcast is to gatekeep information.
Yeah.
We're gonna get Rob Top on, just can't say half of the shit I want to say.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like low-key afraid of that.
Yeah, I've DM'd Rob Top one time.
I'm like I'm not afraid of it,
scary.
but like I wonder, like imagine how awkward it would be if I got someone like that on the podcast and I was just asking something and then they were just like, I can't answer that. Or like, I don't know if I can answer that.
I feel like
I mean, that wouldn't be awkward, but it's just like, damn. Okay.
You gotta expect that. Did I ever tell you that Rob Top was in my stream chat once?
No, you haven't. I know Viper and people have been there.
Oh yeah. Viper shows up every time I release a level and he gives memberships. Because he's the GOAT. But it was, oh my gosh. I'm going to say something that people in chat will know about, but you probably don't. I released my very first 2.1 level, or 2.2 level, was extremely mid, and it was called Wonk.
Yeah.
However, when I was building it, just like a random stream, it was like some random night back in January, right after 2.2 dropped. Rob Top came into my chat and he chilled with me and in stream for like an hour, and we were just talking back and forth.
That's dope.
It was so cool. And then I asked him, I don't know, I asked him something and he was like, yeah, I probably can't answer that. I was like, oh shucks, that's too bad. Because when you're talking to someone like Rob Top, you kind of have to expect that kind of answer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's very
You got to be ready for it as a, yeah, I mean, understandably so.
Oh yeah. I'm sure it's like for the same reason Viper's like that, because it's like leading such a private life.
Yeah, for real. I mean, when you have that kind of stage, I mean, everyone wants a private life. Like, it goes without saying
when
that
you're on that kind of stage, like the curtains need to have motion. That has never been seen.
You're right. They need to have crazy curtain motion. Rob Top understands that better than anyone.
When you FaceTime Rob and he's on a horse, stop. Don't say that.
That goes hard.
I understood that reference.
I also did. He seems like a chill guy. Every time I've spoken to him, it's been very positive, which obviously,
is.
I mean, yeah.
I've spoken to him.
Do you remember that one time he was in like GDS in just like a VC?
I remember hearing about that. that
yeah,
was
I wasn't
funny.
around for it, but that's still insane that happened.
I remember
that was back in like 2019.
I talked to him on Twitch before.
Really? Oh, Rob Top Twitch days. That's classic.
That's how long ago. Haven't spoken to him since. Because I mean, like,
Dang.
what am I? One?
Yeah.
I don't really have anything to say to him. And two,
true. I
don't really have a way to talk to him. Like, I mean, if I really
also
wanted
true.
to, I could ask plenty of mods, but I don't really have anything to say. So, you know.
I never ever thought I would DM Rob, and then I did in fact have something happen to me that I needed to DM Rob about, and it was my level Big Feet. I was streaming like 2 weeks ago, and someone was like, "Yo, why is Big Feet feature only?" I'm like, "What do you mean? It got epic." And then I check, and it actually did get demoted to featured, like
Did he fix it?
a month and a half after it came out. And I was like, "Hey, what the frick?" I was like, "What? I've never seen this happen before." And then people were like, "You should just DM Rob Top about it." I was like, "That's horrifying. That's low-key scary." But okay. And I DM'd him, and I was like, "Hi, so my level randomly got demoted like a month after it came out." And I was like, "If you just like changed your mind about the rating, that's chill. I just figured I'd ask." And it was like, "No, it's chill. I'll fix it. It was a mistake." But I was very nerve-wracking.
Just DMing Rob.
Dude, it was casual. He responded low-key fast too. I was shocked.
Dude, Rob's definitely the kind of guy that's like up at like 4 a.m. every day. Like just instantly
Bro,
responds.
honestly, yeah.
He's totally
You're
the
probably
kind of guy to be like that. I bet his wife's a stay-at-home mom, dude. I bet he doesn't have.
Does he have a wife?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I think so.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. Bro's got that motion.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yeah.
Yeah. He allegedly has a home gym and a Cadillac.
I have seen the home gym in the Cadillac.
Yeah.
The wife allegations are to be seen.
Well, yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, obviously, yeah. Horse business.
Of course.
Well, he doesn't. Okay, I'm saying too much. I mean, like it's as you said, though, his motion is pretty intense.
I'd say.
Dude, I mean,
how's his motion when he like? What?
Because you were talking about like nerve-wracking. A long time ago, I can just say it because it's funny. I used to feel that way a long time ago about specific GD people. Like I remember I used to feel like slightly nervous talking to Viper like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I was younger and I
feel slightly nervous talking to Viper and still.
I really wanted to join GS and all that shit.
Oh yeah.
I was just COVID era, obsessed with GD, nothing else to do.
Heck yeah, bro. COVID era was GD economy was booming in the COVID era. It was actually insane.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, I can't think of anyone that I'd be nervous to speak to now.
Yeah, maybe that's something that just happens with age and maturity. You just gain more confidence in the self.
It's also that, and just like I think how many people I've talked to before, like just throughout so much time, you kind of become desensitized to it.
That's true. That's very true.
Because it's like I think a thing that really helps is like I kind of just see people as that people.
Yeah, exactly, and that's how it should be. Because
when I'm talking to someone, I'm not really thinking about all their achievements and their sub count and how big they are.
Yeah, of course.
That's not what I'm thinking I'm not thinking of their statistical motion. I'm thinking of their statistical motion. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it's not even like that. It's like I'll get nervous talking to someone just because I don't want to bother them.
Oh, yeah.
Like I don't want to be annoying. I mean, and it's I'm so far removed from that idea already that like I don't even actively think that. It's just been so long and I've been this way for so long that it's too late.
Oh yeah. I used to be like that. I used to overthink a good bit about that stuff. I don't do that anymore. It's just not healthy for me.
Yeah, for real.
I used to unironically be one of those kinds of people who would like get kind of mad when people wouldn't respond. Like
really,
DMs in like a day. Or like 6 hours or something. It's the most unemployed, like selfish shit. It's just like, dude, like you can't. That's why it's like, dude, people are busy. Like, look what we're doing. It's been like 3 hours.
Yeah, true.
Like people got shit. People are building, dude. People are building, moving blocks. People are building. People are creating the next ocean. You know. People got shit to do, and
it's very true.
When you consider that, it doesn't really bother me, you know. And if they don't respond, just DM them.
Yeah,
what's the worst they're gonna do? Be like later.
Exactly.
What's the worst they're gonna do? Like not respond again?
Yeah.
Some people and there are some people that just genuinely don't respond though, and then it's at that point where it becomes a question between determination and just being like, all right, well, this isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, true. Sometimes I'll forget to respond to someone because like I'll get a bunch of DMs, and if it's like someone's showing me something, I want to be in a space where I can like actually see it and like appreciate it and look at it.
Yeah.
And if it's like a question or like something I got to do, I'll be like, oh well, So what I literally will do, like so often, is I'll have a backlog of DMs that I will mark unread so I can remember to do them later, and then I always
do the same thing.
Oh my
I do
gosh!
the same shit. Look at this. I do the same thing.
That's insane. I got 4 people on rotation right now. It's cooked, and I feel bad, but it's like low key.
People, which is not good. But...
Yeah, the world demands too much of us. We were not fit to live in a society where it's expected of us to respond instantly to every question possibly conceived towards us. Yeah, we need to go back to mail, where you can respond in 1 to 2 weeks or a month.
Dude, I think
like, let me send you a letter, bro.
When you just like get into that flow state.
In what way? Like responding to people?
No, because like that's making me think of like wanting to do something on my computer or creating a level or something, and then just having the big distraction called Discord on my second monitor.
Oh yeah, for real.
Yeah. And I feel like I would just be more productive if I just closed it. Just looked at it later.
Absolutely.
Like just having it on the screen is distracting enough. But like I'm so online. Like you're as online as I am probably. Like you just
probably
like to be informed about stuff and just see what's going on.
It is nice. I have low-key been using Discord less recently, and it's like like I'll have it open in case like someone's trying to chat, but like I don't know, bro. My DMs are typically somewhat dry.
I feel that.
Because my friend, it's like the friends that I've known on Discord for a while too, they're flipping all busy too now. Like we all just have our lives. Everyone's got jobs. Everyone's moving.
Yep.
We still keep in touch, which is awesome. But like back in the kind of motion I was on daily in 2021, it was like me and my whole gang in like Woolsey's Discord server. We'd be talking every day. That stuff was fun, but like we ain't got no time for that anymore.
Yeah, no, dude. Woolsey's probably in Alaska right now. Woolsey's probably in Tibet right now. He doesn't have time for that either.
Bro, Woolsey's the best.
Dude, he travels a lot from what I can see.
Yeah, he. I think this is publicly known. He moved to the U.S. recently, which is pretty awesome.
Oh, cool.
To get his master's degree, which is hype.
I'm guessing they live together.
Yes. I'm so happy for them.
Oh yeah.
That was so sick. I hope Woolsey comes back and like I hope he makes another level, shadow drops it or something like that. That'd be so sick.
I'm admittedly not as informed about the Woolsey lore as I should be.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Me and him just low key go way back. He was one of my first closer online friends, which is pretty hype.
Maybe you should go on with him on here if he ever wants to do.
Heck yeah, that'd be fun. I thought about asking him, but he just moved, so I figured he'd be busy.
If I remember, I think somebody asked him at one point. I don't know. I mean, I just don't feel like doing it because I feel like it's funny enough that I mentioned this because we were just talking about it. I feel like he's too busy, so I don't want to ask him right now.
True. Yeah, I feel that.
I'm thinking about the timing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he lives in the U.S. now, so time zones wouldn't be as much of an issue.
Yeah, I mean like the long-term timing. Because if I ask him now and he's down and then it happens way later, I don't know if he still would be.
True. That is kind of a cooked aspect of it, yeah. Yeah,
that made a couple episodes not happen. But it's okay, it's chill. The motion is still good. We're still flowing.
The motion has been reactivated.
The Endless Universe and the information.
Much like the Endless Universe does.
Oh, yeah.
Heck yes.
I think
I was looking through the... Time for what?
Actually, no, not yet. I'll hit up Taco Bell in like 20 minutes. We've been going for almost 4 hours.
That sounds like a plan. That's crazy. I love it, though.
Oh, yeah, dude. The
energy's been good.
So long.
I was looking at the backlog of the podcast because I haven't caught up in a while. Y'all had some insane people on here. Like, I was looking at the recent ones. I was like, holy frick. Like, getting Dim Rain on the podcast is insane.
Oh, I was going to mention
Xylonox, I think my jaw dropped a little bit.
I was going to mention Dim Rain, actually, talking about how, like, music artists feel about GD. And it made me think about him and Nighthawk. And I feel like I was going to touch on that. I think it probably just depends on the person, like the artist as a person. Because I think a
True.
lot
I
of
mean, what did
artists,
they have to say
like,
about GD?
from what I remember, I'm pretty sure Dimrain had the similar thing where he kept reading about like Bloodbath and all this stuff, and he was just like,
Oh yeah.
what is this? And then he looked it up and was like, oh.
Like,
I think that's
probably
what
Lowkey
happens
a
to
little
lot of
disappointed that it
artists.
wasn't space themed.
Yeah, yeah. And he said that he's just, if I remember right, it's similar to that point that Tyler the Creator made about music and art is like, it really doesn't matter. Like, the only thing that matters is one's own interpretation of the art. And so
Very
if people
true.
think about hell themed, then cool, you know?
Yeah.
What
That's a very
matters
sound
to them
reasoning.
is
I like that.
far more important than like where it goes on Rate Your Music, you know?
Yeah, very true.
I just made a Rank Your Music account. Or Rate Your Music. Fuck.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
can you tell
Welcome
I
to
just
the
made
dark
one? I
side
don't
as
even
far
know
as
what
I've
it's
heard.
called. Rank Your Music. No one's calling it that.
Rank your tunes.
I was checking on it a little bit. I don't talk to nearly enough people who are like super, super, super into music.
Yeah.
I mean,
Same,
like,
because I'm just
into it
low-key not
enough
super into music.
Into it enough to like talk about it primarily. Like, I love music.
Yeah.
I do. But
Heck yeah.
oh yeah.
I used to not like music. I only started getting into music when I was like 16-ish.
That Quadeca album.
Before that, I mean,
get you.
Oh, it's gonna get me. Well, I mean, I've been
it's gonna
tapped into
get you.
music since then. It's gonna get me.
Dude, I'm just
scared
trying
now
out
for the
trying out
Quadeca
music. Are there any recommendations?
album. Where should I start?
Where do I start? I bet if you
listening
tweeted
to-
that, like all the replies would be like, okay, Michael Jackson, what else? Queen. I don't know.
Queen, Beethoven, probably.
Oh yeah, dude. Get on Flight of the Bumblebee if you haven't caught up to that.
Get on it.
Get on it.
I wonder if there's classical music on Rate Your Music.
Oh, I bet there is.
That goes hard.
Let's check. I like how it auto-filled to Vista of Chaos.
Of course.
God, that album's so good. One thing that I have seen a lot in the music community, with people who review things like this, there are set people that seem to be a bit aggressive about their opinions and might come off as a bit passive-aggressive about how they feel about
On Rate Your Music specifically?
No, just talking about music in general. Like, there's always going to be people like that.
For sure,
I've noticed that pipeline in some people from the GD community, just from what I've been told in the past.
Yeah, I've seen it. You ever heard of the website Hyperbolus?
I think so.
It's like Rate Your Music
Oh,
for GD.
yes.
But it's like low-key kind of toxic there. Like, there are people making awesome reviews for sure, but every time I'll doom scroll, I'll see one of my own, or I'll check one of my own levels on there, and I'll maybe low-key you can bring light to this dark world. But like, the website itself is sick. Like, it's so cool that it exists. But like, sometimes just like as a creator, I'll go and check my own levels, and I'll see some pretty rough reviews of stuff I've made. It's like, dang, this is like actually actively bad for my mental health to look at this website. So I don't use it anymore.
It's probably the equivalent of like, don't read the comment. Oh my, who took blue? Fuck you. That's okay. All right, I'm making an account right now. Save.
Heck yes.
Dude, who took blue? Hold on. I have beef. How do I find people? I got something to say about you. Oh, that's a level.
That's so funny.
How do you find people? Oh my god. Dude, 4 minutes on this bitch, and he's last online 4 years. Get out of here, man. I'm curious to see what you mean. Like, I wonder if anyone's reviewed any of my... Oh god. Yeah. That's way less harsh than I thought it would be.
Yeah,
Dude,
I
that
read
is way
one.
less harsh.
Actually, I don't know if I should name specifics because if I name specific levels that I saw really bad reviews on, people could probably find them, and I don't want to bring attention to it. However, specifically on Echo Delta, which is the level me, Serpunge, and Defi made, that on Hyperbolus, that level just gets absolutely cooked with reviews saying that specifically I ruined the level. And I was like, this is rough. I literally cannot look at these anymore, so I just stopped.
I'm so glad like my mental has changed with this kind of stuff because I feel like a couple years ago I would actually get like angry at those kind of comments. Because at this point,
I've never been like super receptive of them, but like, yeah, it's good to have that kind of like the proper mental for stuff like that. Because I know some people like it really gets to them, even just like regular old GD comments. Like,
yeah, it makes
I mean,
sense
hate
though. Everyone's
can
different.
penetrate barriers. Yeah, exactly. But like, even like stuff like the hyperbola stuff, it's never really bugged me. But there's just like some specific stuff sometimes where it's like, dang, like it low key hurts to hear a little bit. But most of the time, it doesn't affect me too bad, which is pretty good.
I'm trying to think of a situation with GD levels where I felt hurt by like what people have said. Dude, I don't know.
For me, it's always the stuff where it's like reading my own like negative thoughts yelled back at me. It's the stuff where it feels like that is rough. Because with Echo Delta, I mean, it goes without saying that Serpunge and Defi are some of my absolutely biggest inspirations creating wise. I mean, I played and loved Serpunge levels since I was a kid, and I think Defi is just an absolute artistic mastermind with a GD editor. So getting to work with them, I already felt very, I guess like, I felt very out of place because I was like, well, what am I doing? I've only been creating since like, you know, I'm the new guy around here. Defi's established, has made some of the best levels ever. Serpunge is Serpunge, and I'm just audiovisual, you know. I'm here, I guess. And then already, like that was my mindset going into it. Like I was obviously so honored and very excited to work with them. That being said, I was extremely nervous of just like kind of not living up to the standard that I thought I should have been working with people I looked up to so much. So when the level did come out and it was, you know, ringing among certain online communities that I basically ruined the level, it was like my own worst fears being realized. Like, you know, oh, here's this level that we all poured our heart and soul into, and because I was part of it, the level is worse. And that kind of got me for a while, but I got out of it, and my mindset has been healthier since then, but that was rough.
God, that sounds like it would suck to have that, to have people being like, this is good, except this. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. It was rough, but like I talked to them about it. I was like, you know, like I can go back and fix stuff if you want me to, and none of them were even mildly upset at me. I mean, we barely finished the level on time. It was low-key development hell for a long time with it. But they were both happy with it. They both thought I did a good job. So like knowing that, I knew it was fine. Whatever, no matter what other people thought. But yeah, it was all of that was in my own head and also being said to me, but not by Defi and Serpunge because they are both extremely nice.
Oh yeah, Speg is the GOAT.
Speg is so goated. He's so awesome, dude.
I have not talked to him except for one time. But other than that, I'm assuming he's the GOAT.
Oh, he's the GOAT. He's so nice. It made me sad when like the Noelle Electra stuff was happening because like that level got so much hate and he deserved literally none of it because he's just like the nicest dude, and we're so lucky that he still creates because he's just like so chill and so cool. And I don't know, I like him a lot. His levels are good, and they're still good, even though he's been around for forever.
Well, he is French. I don't know about that part, but no.
Whoa, that's crazy work.
No. Yeah, you're right though. Like he's
sorry, I went off on a tangent.
I don't know how he's still in the game. Oh, for the love of the game.
Yeah, for real. Why. It truly is just the love of the game.
He's still in the game for the love of the game.
Like, yeah. I hope he sticks around, too. I hope I get to stick around for as long as he's been around.
I think you will. Unless something
crossed.
comes up.
Whoa! Putting that energy out there is crazy work.
Oh, sorry. That was pretty negative energy. Let me try again.
Our motion is backwards after that.
Yeah, dude, the laminar flow is going backwards. It's like it's like, it's like that Captain Disillusion video where you get like a flowing stream of water and you turn on a speaker and it makes it look like it's going forward or backwards. It's like that.
Right. That is what happened in the Captain Disillusion video.
You've seen it?
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah, dude. Let's go. I love that video.
It is a really good video.
Do you remember what the culprit was? Not the culprit. Do you remember the verdict?
Barely. That is all fake, and it was like there's one only way,
No,
and like all the other
video at the
things.
start.
Video at the start.
If that one was real or
The
not.
culprit? Oh yeah, I have no idea.
Like that original laminar flow video was real.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy work.
Dude, I'm getting hungry.
Look at us learning the lore. Lowkey.
Dude, the lore with the next like 2 hours of my life is gonna be a Taco Bell drive-through, and then eating it, and then showering, and then I don't know, maybe I'm gonna soak like a sponge. I'm just
like a sponge. Soap dude, like a sponge is known to do.
There's so much stuff There's so much stuff I gotta get on, dude. I gotta make my bed.
True.
That's about it.
The night is young.
Gotta vacuum too.
Oh god, vacuuming, that's cooked. At night, that's cooked.
Oh yeah, I can't, so I have to wait. Yeah. Dude, it's slowing me down.
Yeah.
Dude, that's actually
it's slowing me down.
I used to be able to vacuum at my old house, like where I used to live before here, at night.
Yeah.
Can't do that anymore here.
Rest in peace. The vacuum dreams they're no more.
Oh yeah. All right. I guess we can look through if there's any final things you want to read and just answer if you want to.
Sure. And then where are you looking right now?
I'm just looking in Discord.
Oh yeah. I'll go back to the bullet point list. A lot of them are
like very, very singular questions. Like you'll see what I mean.
Yeah. I mean that's fine. We don't want to delve it into a whole topic when we're trying to get food.
Oh yeah. I'm thinking about
it's too real.
I think I'm gonna get a Chalupa Cravings box if they still have it.
Really interesting stuff.
Oh yeah. I hope it doesn't food poison me and kill me though.
Hold on, I'm looking at the list right now, and I got to one that doesn't have a bullet point.
Oh yeah, because I was gonna bring that up.
Dream that AudioVisual was black. Arrow and big tweeted.
I was gonna bring that up because I thought it was really funny because somebody tweeted and they said I had a dream that AudioVisual was black, and then someone quoted that with a picture of you tweeting a picture of your hand. And so people thought it was funny. So funny. People thought the implication of that was funny. Like the idea of the idea of you seeing that tweet and then feeling the need to post a picture of your hand. To be like, so no, funny. Guys,
oh my gosh. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I saw that tweet. I was gonna interact and I was like, what do I say this? So I just bookmarked it and I never went back.
Is it bad that I'd respond with this or something?
I gotta see this. Gotta keep it ambiguous.
Oh yeah, dude. Ambiguity is that's a big one right there. It's a big motion. Big motion. Drives your fear.
Big motion. Alright, let me see this bullet point list. That was so funny though.
Yeah, a lot.
Alright.
Dude, you want to know what I did for that list? This is a fun fact. I copied a lot of them from the Kuluk one, and then I just erased the ones that were direct to him, and then I just.
Oh yeah, that is true.
I was like,
that's valid. I
was like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of lazy. I'm just gonna copy the basic creator ones and then fill the rest in, and it worked. Worked a treat.
It worked.
Dude.
We didn't use the list at all.
Dude, I feel like I made a Rolex from scratch in my garage.
Heck yeah. Reasonable.
I don't know what I just said. All right, what do we got?
I'm trying to look. You know what? There's one question. This is an oddball one, but the question is, what decoration blocks do you think are the most underutilized?
Oh, I love when
I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to these specific blocks that got added in 2.2. Now, if anyone's ever seen one of my levels, you've seen these blocks before because I absolutely abuse them, but they're so good. I will. Let me see. It's like this very specific deco set. And it's like, I don't even know if they were used in like the main levels at all, or how RobTop intended them to be used. But they are brilliant. I mean, they are absolutely like top tier, best, like just default blocks in the game. This doesn't include all of them, but like, it'll make it obvious which blocks I'm talking about. Someone in the chat probably knows what I'm talking about.
That's a thing?
They're so good. They're literally so good. These are the best blocks.
Any advice?
Tip number 1, use these blocks.
Alright, I'll put it on screen. Dude, I didn't even know these were a thing.
They're so good. There's like a subset of these that are really good, but each of them have like an untoggleable white line through like the top left corner of it, and it makes the blocks like completely unusable, which is really sad because there's one that has like an inverse circle gradient in the center, and it's like actually nuts, but it's just unusable because there's a white line through the entire thing.
I remember there was a cheat to get slope glow working. It was to make. Actually, how did that work? I don't remember. I fucking forgot.
This is what no T-Bell does to someone.
This is what no motion does to somebody because I'm hungry.
This is what no motion does to someone.
I'm thinking about dinner.
Yeah, that'll happen when we're motionless.
Oh, dude, if you're motionless, you just float away in the ocean. Ambitionless, no specific purpose, no particular reason.
Holy. Got my specific motion.
But then, eventually, you'll hit land.
Holy. That was beautiful.
I hope that motivates you.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never been so motivated. I hope all the chat is motivated.
Eventually, you'll hit land, and whether or not it is the Land of Opportunity or North Sentinel Island, you're going to hit something.
North Sentinel Island. Oh, it's getting hit all right.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're getting hit by arrows and spears if you're on that island.
Well, yeah. That's part of the
They're going to cook you. They're putting you are the potluck.
They're going to cook you.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I hope they do.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll show them all your levels.
Oh, that's hype. Showing the uncontacted tribe the audiovisual levels.
Someone should actually make a video showing an uncontacted tribe GD.
That would be insane. That'd be like someone's getting arrested over that.
I guarantee no one's ever done that.
Absolutely not. There's no way.
No way, right? Should I tweet that right now? Hold on. Unforeseen motion
Lowkey,
in this one. Hold on, ready?
Unforeseen motion.
I got it. Has anyone ever shown an uncontacted tribe GD? Alright. There you go. That one's for the books.
That was straight to the books.
Not like the tribe's gonna know what books are, but
they probably won't. Maybe they have their own books. Oh my gosh. I literally searched GMD Blue on Twitter, and before your tweet 12 seconds ago shows up, I see the flippin' Viper tweet you were just talking to me about.
Wait, what? There's no way that still comes up.
Nice level at GMD Blue. Are you mod? Can you send my level ID 7 quintillion?
Oh my god. I still don't know what he thought I was mad about.
Nice level
because I looked at that again at one point, and I remember there was a reply that he made, and he was like, I forgot what it said. It was like, he spams my DMs and says he isn't mad, lol, and I'm like, what? What?
Crazy.
I was like, all right, man. Dude, but it's okay. That hatchet is buried 12 feet under. If you can even call it a hatchet. If you can even call it the hatchet being buried. You know?
I'm scrolling your Twitter right now. I really like the ignore the grapes tweet. Big fan of this.
Dude,
one.
That's probably what made me sick.
Did you eat all those?
Yeah.
In like one sitting?
No.
Oh, okay. That's just normal.
I will give context for the people. Hold on.
Yes, please. I want this to be
just hearing dude, I just saw the thing about the grapes. People are gonna know what we're
Big
talking
fan
about.
of the grapes tweet.
So, I wouldn't be surprised if this is what made me sick.
Ignore the grapes.
I should do that with one of your streams, but with like blueberries or something.
Heck yeah, I hope you do.
Send it
I
to you,
cannot
no
wait.
content. Dude, I tweeted, I sent Doggy, or no, he must have gotten a notification for it because he follows me.
Yeah.
I just remember tweeting that at him as he was streaming Grief, and I see him check his phone. And he's like, dude, what the fuck is this? And then he puts it on the screen and starts like rating the grapes.
What the frick?
He
That's
starts
the best
like he
outcome.
literally starts counting them on stream in front of like 4,000 people.
That's so funny.
He's just like he literally just keeps hovering the mouse over different ones and just being like, this one's a good one. This is a good one.
So good.
This
Made
one's a
great.
good one. Oh my god.
So funny. What a banger.
He's funny. Dude, he's unforeseen motion with Grief. He's
honestly.
making like fucking so much money too.
That's hype.
He doesn't have to work. He doesn't have to go to college. He doesn't have none of that shit. He doesn't have to do anything. Doesn't even matter.
That's lit. I
But
hope
you know what
I
I
get.
have to do though? I have to
What?
go to Taco Bell. So I
might have to go to Taco Bell too. That's what I'm thinking.
Dude, I'm thinking about food, nothing else.
Me too. That's how it gets.
Oh my god. I'll send a
Well,
maybe I will. Maybe I'll send a
Dang, that was-
picture of the food.
Yeah, Taco Bell pick. I anticipate it. If I go to Taco Bell, I will be sending a photo.
Okay.
Oh man. Well,
It's about 12. I think it's about to wrap up. I think it's about time.
I believe it's about to wrap
It's
up.
about time to answer all those DMs that I see.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
I will tell Vox
Well-
that I hope he explodes before we end.
Oh, I mean that's valid. I would do the
There we
same.
go.
Oh,
If you
well,
did
thank
that
you
at
for
the
having me
same
on
time,
the.
he would be like, dude, I know what you are.
let me do it right now.
I'm checking stuff. Oh my god.
I'm
dude.
sending them. I said manifesting an explosion in your future.
Ooh, that was like a profound rebirth of my phrase.
Rebirth.
Okay, I have to make a profound rebirth to my hunger at Taco Bell.
Indeed.
All right. Let's properly end.
All right.
Oh my god.
Well,
How are we feeling? How are we feeling about it?
I'm feeling pretty good. I greatly enjoyed my time on the Dasher podcast. Thank you for having me.
This one was good.
Heck yeah.
This one was fun. It's unfortunate that the
It was a
others
great
couldn't
time.
be there, but it's okay. I hold
It's
my
chill.
own, dude. I know how to steer the vessel.
Heck yes. Oh, it was steered all right.
Oh yeah, unforeseen. Okay, I'm not saying it anymore. Oh my god! All right, dude, good shit. Awesome.
Heck yeah.
I'll let you know about Woolsey stuff if that ever comes to fruition.
Sounds good. I'll be there for it, man.
All right, awesome.
All right.